this wonderful person as well as basketball player, Isioma Odor. She's banging around with Maddie Green on the high left blocks while Jackie Dorr dribbles in front of post. This is Hintz and Lauren Fetch. She hit the first shot of the ball game 50 seconds in, didn't take a shot the rest of the night. This is Volkert. Jackie dances off the rim. Here comes Kylie Post out of Corcoran, Minnesota. Up top, Paige Weekly. This is Odor. Rejected by Maddie Green.
Nice defense there by Maddie Green. Dragons looking to run. Something they weren't able to do last night, get a ton of buckets in transition. We talked about that.
Hintz in trouble. Swatted away by Brent Fox. Here comes Kylie Post. She gets swatted by Jackie Volkert and ultimately tied up. There's some great Jackie Volkert defense. That's why we call her the Spark.
The Spark indeed. Great job there by Jackie causing the jump ball. Again, great transition defense. Stop the dribble, tie it up. Eagles basketball.
The Dragons had 2 fast break points last night. That's 1 bucket, and that's it. That's how much they were handcuffed by Bemidji State. Odor again denied by Maddie Green.
And we've often talked about this season, Steve, the athleticism of the Maddie Greens and Peyton Booms this year that really help.
Hintz hits and gets fouled.
Nice strong moves inside by Hintz.
Boy, instead of talking about Isioma Odor and how talented and athletic and gifted she is, Maddie Green said, that's twice you've talked about her, and that's twice I've rejected her underneath.
Absolutely. We often talk about footwork and a nice reverse pivot there.
Hintz, the old school three-point play. It's 6-1. The Dragons are on top here with 7:20 remaining in the first half for Moorhead. We got the band back together. Alex is up top. The student crew, got Brent here, Jared, Alexis. I'm merely Steve. Shot thrown up by Kylie Post, no. And Hintz watches Brent Fox do, but Megan Hintz has done a lot of this year. An offensive rebound and putback. This is Volkert for the Dragons. Coming to a stop, Hintz from 15, yes.
Nice looking shot. Again, able to get to the basket on the last drive, able to catch and shoot on that last possession. Megan Hintz, 19 points last night. I'm sure she's looking to pick up where she left off as well.
Odor, how pretty is that?
Oh, tough fadeaway shot, if you will, from the block.
Isioma Odor averaged just 7.5 and 5 as a senior in high school out of Bloomington. Last year as a junior in college, 14.7 points per game, 7.4 rebounds. Hintz, the offensive rebound. Fetch for 3. No, she knew she missed it. The rebound gets yanked down by Kylie Post. Ducks underneath a bunch of traffic. Post. Looked up, saw Megan Hintz and Jackie Volkert.
Great transition defense by the Dragons.
And then a 3-second violation gets whistled on Fox because she couldn't get up. Peyton Boom comes into the ballgame for the Dragons, number 30, the 6-foot redshirt freshman from Barnesville. As Megan Hintz sits down. 8-5, Dragons up by a 3 spot. Baravich, quick pass into Boom. How's that for footwork?
Oh, big time move by Peyton Boom. Excellent patience by the Dragons, getting the ball inside. High percentage shot there by Boom.
I'm watching the ball. You, my friend, watch the feet. Odor, watch this footwork. No good. Rebound taken down by Volkert. Here come the Dragons. Brushed off a post. No. Jackie, one of the few times maybe she's been out of control. This is Kylie Post. Whistle and a foul as Fetch, I think, tried to draw the offensive foul.
Thus far, the Dragons have been doing a solid job in transition defense. So post pushing it down and drawing the foul.
All of our replays presented by Midco. Post makes free throw number 1, and she'll get one more try. It's Kylie Post averaging 9.3 points per game, a 51% free throw shooter. So, of course, she'll get the roll. Stephanie McWilliams, a 5'8 junior out of Grand Forks, is in the ball game for Minnesota Crookston, and Nicole Herbertson, 5'9 freshman from Rolog, Minnesota, in the ball game. 10-7. Speaking of shorter jaunts out Highway 10 in the Lakes Country, it was great to see Drew Sanis' mom and Peter Natz here, saying that Drew was doing just great playing professional basketball in Germany. Odor wrestles down a rebound after a Maddie Green miss. Off the glass on the baseline goes Paige Cornell, who also just checked in, a 5'10 freshman from Oak Creek, Wisconsin. Dragons lead has been cut to 1. This is Maddie Green and Isioma Odor. This is a nice heavyweight matchup. Odor gets some help from her corner as Ashley Freund comes in and whacks the ball away.
Great help side by Freund.
Cornell swatted by Maddie Green. That's her third whack. She had 2 on Isioma Odor earlier. 4:09 remaining in the first quarter. It's the Dragons up by a point.
From the time you were little, bouncing off the walls, you were told, go do something. And so you did. Then one day you found yourself in a cap and gown. Now, go do something was an invitation. Or was it a challenge? Go with Midco. We connect you with powerful, innovative technology. That's the start. Your drive and vision do the rest. Go do something. Yeah, that's definitely a challenge. You and Midco. Let's go.
Oh, here we go again, Jared. It's starting early. Tonight's game is sponsored by Spicy Pie, pizza, grinders, beer, and much more. Thank you to Spicy Pie for sponsoring our telecast here tonight, Jared. Last night, B-Dubs brought us this. Bemidji State just would not go away. Last night, that was Taylor Bray. This is Jackie Volkert. That was one of the tougher and ones, and a little Jackie Volkert, yeah. And some Brooklyn Legal downtown action. She knew that was a big shot. You can see the numbers, Jared. The Dragons did not play well last night, but they still got the win. To the other side of the floor we go, and Alexis Kennedy.
Just to listen in here on the Dragon bench, that last possession with Maddie Green, Carla Nelson pointed out that she wants them to have more floor space so they can run their offense. She also mentioned with Odor that they need to help her on the post, which we had mentioned earlier. So a lot of help side is what they're looking for, and then pass, cut, fill on the offensive side.
You know why they want help on Isioma Odor? Because of that.
Yep.
Good players, good teams adjusting. As you saw Odor adjusting, going left, finished with the athletic drive to the basket. So see if the Dragons are able to adjust as they force the turnover. I look for the Golden Eagles to go back to Odor.
She reminds me of a Marlon Samuel.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah, my old roommate.
Just a pretty, fluent, nice person who's got game.
Oh.
Abby Gittinger scoring, and Minnesota Crookston's up 13-10. Marlon had game.
Happy belated birthday to Marlon Samuel. We just celebrated his birthday last week. Good friend of mine, old teammate.
Good friend of ours.
Yeah. Oh,
that's a tough shot by Bowen. I contend without in that 2003 championship game run in the NSIC, you guys had to have everybody, but to position yourselves. If there was no Jared Bledsoe, that team would not have worked. If you didn't have a Marlon Samuel, if you guys had guys on the bench that were terrific. That was a total wonderful team to watch that played together from this guy's perspective.
Appreciate that. That was a fun times in my life. Nice rebound there by Green. Dragons looking to run. Again, only 2 points in transition, definitely a part of Carla Nelson's philosophy. Get out and run.
Yeah, there's that inadvertent pass by Green. Here goes Cornell. And one.
Oh, tough finish in transition by Cornell. Cornell got in the passing lane, got the tip, kept it in bounds all the way coast to coast. Looking to extend this lead for the Golden Eagles.
Crazy how this hoops games work, isn't it? Dragons did not play well last night, won. Seem to be playing a lot better tonight. They're losing, right? They're playing a better team in Minnesota Crookston as Odor sits down. Cornell finishes off the three-point play. 16-12, Minnesota Crookston. These Golden Eagles got beat by a point last night down at the Barnett Center. The Crookston men lost a close game as well. Fetch for three.
Oh, great find by Legal. Fetch knocking down the open three.
I'd like to know why Lauren Fetch doesn't shoot more. This will be an offensive foul. Yes, correctly called by veteran Northern Sun official Kelly Turnus. I just think Fetch, it's not the prettiest shot that you're ever going to see, but it's effective. She hit and she just has nerves of steel. She hit the three last year against Minnesota Crookston, or I'm sorry, against Northern State. Here to take it into overtime. She just seems to make shots. When she has open shots, you want her to take them. Boom, underneath. Has 6 points early off the bench.
Yeah, and it comes with the high basketball IQ of the coaches teaching that skip pass is going to be there. Legal found Fetch, and oftentimes early in the game when the teams are trying to help out on the post, Fetch is able to knock down that early three.
Gettinger can't find a three. Here comes Kylie Baravich. She's been quiet so far. Here's Boom again without Odor in the game.
Oh, wow.
The Dragons have gone low.
You got to continue to feed Boom down low. She is on fire.
Yeah, guess who's coming in on the next whistle?
Odor ready to get back in there. A great help side by Legal. Looking to get on the floor.
And a jump ball in the possession arrow will favor the Dragons. So here comes Isioma Odor. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't see that. Is that Gettinger? I think it is number 12. She was playing a game of Twister underneath. Andy Scott is also out there. So
right.
we do know that Abby Gettinger is in good hands.
She may get poked in the face, poked in the eye there.
I hope so,
yeah.
Only because I don't want a knee or something a lot more serious. There's a good look at Mike Royceland, just a real gentleman and just so smart. I mean, you know this guy's got game in the coaching, not just because of the numbers that he's put up, but the different sports he's excelled at. Taking the risk and going from high school volleyball and boys and girls basketball to a tough gig, women's basketball coach up in Crookston. It's a lot of travel, and it's a very good school. It's one of the tougher jobs, and he's walked right in and walked in a decade ago, but has done a very, very solid job. Abby Gettinger continues to get looked at with the Dragons up 19-16 and 1:18 remaining here in the first quarter. You know what? She's wiping her face, Jared, and she looks like that uncomfortable feeling in her eyes. She looked like me chopping an onion yesterday, and if that's the worst, then I think it's okay. MSUM is proud to have Sodexo as its dining services partner. Convenience, flexibility, and value are built into each dining plan. Visit mnstate.sodexomyway.com for all meal plan options, and thank you to our partner, Sodexo. Abby Gettinger is going to go over to the trainer's table and just get looked at. I don't know whether that's a protocol of some sort or we just hope that she's okay. That's a tough move by Baravich.
Big time move by Baravich. I'd like to see her get going early.
We're under a minute in this first quarter where the Dragons, who trailed a couple moments ago by 4, are back up by 5. This is Brooklyn Legal. who was terrific last night off the bench, had a couple of big shots, 8 points and 2 rebounds. She was our newsmaker of the game. She had a couple big shots in the fourth quarter.
Huge shots down the stretch, shooting with confidence. And that's what you're going to need if you want to repeat. That's one of the Dragons' goals this year.
Here comes turnover number 4. Flagged against Minnesota Crookston, so the Dragons will get it back with 43.5 remaining in this first quarter. I mentioned energy at the top. Where is it?
I like the energy thus far. The energy and effort defensively. Oh, great decision there by Brooklyn Legal. I like the energy thus far, though.
The Dragons match their largest lead. McWilliams. Odor. She'll pop from long.
Hand down, man down on that last shot.
That's just her second three-pointer made this season. She was 1 for 10. Here's Fetch with 2 seconds remaining. Popping.
Oh,
no. End of 1 for Moorhead. Entertaining stuff so far. Dragons up by 5.
Okay, one more.
All right, Benji.
Come on.
Benji.
Yes, smile.
Come on,
What
Benj.
about the flash?
Okay, one more.
Benjamin, hold
Make
it
a flash,
sideways.
Benji. You have to
Please
back it
use
up.
my
You want to
phone.
get everybody in. You
camera?
can't get everybody in unless you back
Well,
up.
he did it. He did
There
it.
you go.
Did you get? Do you need me? Did you?
Don't forget to
Did you
take
get it,
home with my
Benj?
camera.
I think you got it.
Benjamin.
Take another
Oh,
shot.
I think I blinked.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings Beer Sports.
Heading to Fargo Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
Matt Bus is something called Link FM. This is a Matt Bus company that's been serving Fargo Moorhead since 1974. For more information, go to mattbus.com. Try it today. Go green. Ride Matt Bus. Pretty bus right there with the Dragon Pride on it. Look at that. The Dragons, the only team. Now 2 games clear of everybody in the NSIC, not just Mary and Duluth. In the NSIC North. Minnesota Crookston, these are big ball games. They're all big ball games. Minnesota Crookston trying to get in that top 4, whereas the Dragons trying to stay on top. This is Kylie Baravich with a steal, going one-on-one with McWilliams.
Fine.
Inside to Volker, Jackie's first 2 points.
And we didn't see a lot of that yesterday. Great job by Baravich finding Jackie Volker in transition for the bucket.
Cornell, headed by McMichaels. Odor, she had 9 in the first quarter. There's the help side.
Oh, triple team that time.
There's the help side, maybe too much help from Brooklyn Legal. We go to Alexis Kennedy.
Injury update here on Abby Ginninger. She's back on the bench now, but back here they were checking her hearing, and it looked like it was her left ear, so I'm thinking it was a head injury, but she is back on the bench now. Might come in, might not, guys.
All right, thank you very much. A hearing injury. I don't know, let's just hope it's okay. She was over there getting her head looked at, so you always think about and look at, is it this concussion protocol?
Absolutely.
Or something like that. Just want to make sure she's okay. Here's Jackie Volkert for the Dragons.
Dragons looking to execute this 4-high set, get it inside. Oh, nice touch there by Brown.
Nicole Brown shooting 28%, putting the Dragons up by 9 as Mike Royceland needs a timeout. 9 minutes left in the first half. The Dragons have their largest lead.
Do more of what you love without being held back by joint pain. At Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our team will work with you to create a care plan that meets you where you are, choosing treatment options that fit your lifestyle, so you can get back to more outdoor adventures, more traditions, more active moments, more you. See how you can reach your more at Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
There's the Gate City Bank My School Spirit card fan cam. If you ask for a Dragon debit card, they'll make a donation directly to MSU Moorhead Scholarships. There in the upper left-hand corner, the woman that's talking to the gentleman on the left, that is former Dragon great running back Peter Natz, stepfather to Drew Sanis, who we mentioned earlier. We got to see them outside of the athletic office. Folks, the Eggers Agency in Moorhead has served Fargo, Moorhead, and the surrounding area for over 20 years. So if you're looking for a good neighbor agency in our community, call the Eggers Agency at 218-233-1334 or stop by. The Eggers Agency is located on 8th Street in Moorhead. I kind of got caught with a, Steve, you're kind of not asking a great question, when I was with Drew's parents. I said, her mom said Drew plays one game a week, which has to be just murder on a basketball player, from September to March. And I said, well, what does she do the rest of the time? Well, practice, lift weights, watch film. She's a professional basketball player, so probably not a good lesson in broadcasting, although we were not on mic. There's legal. That three didn't go. Brown, the offensive rebound, and she'll throw the ball out of bounds. Yep. What adjustments do you think Mike Royceland might have made during that last timeout?
Obviously, they got to do a better job guarding the post. You got Boom, Legal finishing inside, Nicole Brown coming in, giving a spark. So you definitely want to be mindful of that 4-out, 1-in set. And again, be aggressive going to the basket, as we see Cornell finishing off the little hesitation and drive.
Yeah, Cornell's not afraid to go inside, is she? A freshman out of Oak Creek, Wisconsin, pre-med and biology major. That's great recognition by Brown. She's got to get out of the lane.
Jeez, that was
doesn't matter. Legal just hits a three.
Legal heels just about touching the sideline, knocks down that long three. And as you mentioned earlier, she had a tremendous shooting night last night, knocking down some clutch three-pointers for the Dragons.
Bren Fox underneath in a lot of trouble. Nothing. Here comes Volkert. Jackie.
Great decision. Not able to finish. Look at Boom, not able to get that rebound, but great decision there by Jackie pulling up.
Odor grabbed it. Here's Michaels. That was from probably out of her range. Wholesale substitutions, Fetch, Green, Hintz, all back in the ball game. Legal will stay, and so will Jackie Volkert. For Minnesota Crookston, Amber Schoenecke, a 6'1" junior out of Marshall, Wisconsin, is in. She turned 21 on November the 3rd. It's 2.5 months ago. That's a good number. Volkert, three's a good number. Here's a foul. Uh-oh, they get Isioma. She can't believe it. And that's good sportsmanship by Megan Hintz. Odor whistled for the foul. Let's take a look. Yeah, a little nudge, a little forearm shiver. All of our replays presented by Midco.
Oh, nice find.
Hintz underneath. Odor came over to help. Jackie Volkert decided to play volleyball. Green. Legal again. No. Long rebound grabbed by Michaels.
I like the set, though, that the Dragons are running. Golden Eagles are switching everything, so eventually the Dragons will end up with a mismatch.
Boy, there's Post again. This freshman from Corcoran, Minnesota. They got I like this younger crop of Golden Eagles. I mean, you've got your Caitlin Michaels, you've got your Isioma Odor, but then they've stocked, like the Dragon men have stocked. Your Ersfeld, your Sems, your Gavin Baumgartners, your Jesse Bergs. Just, you got to continue to restock the cupboard.
Absolutely.
And that's what this guy, Mike Royceland, has done.
Yeah, Cornell, she's definitely been aggressive thus far. And we talk about Post here at the free throw line. Both guards in the backcourt being very aggressive, getting to the basket and cutting into this lead. Look up, it's only 6.
Go inside. What do you got to lose?
Oh, and that's what's going to happen here as we look at Fetch. Dragons will get it moving side to side and try to get it back to Boom.
They want the ball in the hands of Jackie Volkert. Maddie Green thought about a three. Now she'll step back and take a three and hit off the glass. Maddie Green, I don't think she knew what she wanted to do with the ball, so she stepped back, fired, and got rewarded. 33-24. The Dragon lead is back up to 9. Here's we approach 6 minutes. Running one-hander in the lane. Tough shot by Cornell, wouldn't go. Schoeneke. And now Cornell again. Boom. Shuffling her feet. Odor with a touch. She'll bomb. And get the roll. That wasn't a three, but that's probably longer than what ECM Odor usually does.
Kind roll.
Fetch. That's what I just mentioned that last quarter, right? Lauren Fetch has the game. She's got the shot. She can make shots. She just did. Dragons are back up by 9.
Another day. And just like every day, it never seems to slow down. But you have a plan. Grab a cup, grab the paper, and grab a little time. Just for you. It's worth it. Don't get the paper? Just grab the phone. Call now and save up to 60% off the newsstand price. Journalists, bringing the story home every day.
Jared, the Dragon Swim School is terrific. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. Learning to navigate the water is easy with the help of the Dragon Swim School. Amber Schoeneke gets rid of the ball right side post. Now Michael, she was one of our
Nice drive by Odor, just sizing up Green.
Yeah, the Dragons haven't had an answer for Odor. They have for Michael. So far, she's scoreless. 35-28. Here's Fetch coming to a stop. Green all the way in.
Nice decision there by Maddie Green. Banked the last three and said, hey, I better get to the basket. Finishing at the cup.
Maddie has made her presence felt defensively. Odor, again, Jared, I just think that is so pretty to watch.
She's nice off the dribble. And the Dragons will definitely have to do a better job of helping.
I could see her playing at the next level.
I agree. I totally agree. Definitely a matchup nightmare at the 3.
Green throws it away. Schoeneke. Good hands by Baravich. It'll stay Minnesota Crookston basketball.
And those are the energy plays that we talked about. The transition defense, Baravich getting her hand, a nice deflection there. We didn't see that last night.
Green is going to fix her hair, and she'll have time on the bench to do so, as Nicole Brown will check back in. And now Cornell, forgot the out-of-bounds line was underneath of her.
Great job there by Jackie, extending that pressure, getting up in the Golden Eagles, causing that turnover.
37-30 with 4 minutes left to play in the first half. Volkert, and boom. Boom, probably walked. Oh no. She got pushed by Schoeneke. That's a break for the Dragons as you see the Midco replay. Because I think Boom was caught.
Yeah, a little off balance. Way to call for it inside. Nicole Brown
muscled it up but couldn't score.
Sure they could hear screaming for the ball on 8th Street on that one. That was, hey, give me the ball. Mismatch, muscle up.
For the latest news and schedule information for all of your favorite Dragons sports, visit MSUMdragons.com. They are the official website of MSU Moorhead. Steve DeStatio, Jared Bledsoe, Alexis Kennedy With you from Alex Nemzik-Hall and Moorhead. That is getting a roll when it goes off the top of the glass. 39-30, the Dragons again match their largest lead here with just under 3 3/4 minutes remaining before an MSU Moorhead halftime news break. Odor could not get that shot to go. Schoeneke scores her first 2 points of the night.
Great anticipation by Schoeneke. Right place at the right time.
Brown didn't look at the rim. Brown has it. Now she's going to look at the rim, and she looked up and saw Isioma Odor, and then Brown never got out of the lane. A 3-second violation on the Dragons. This time last night, the Dragons were just about entering double figures in the turnover category. Tonight, they have 6. McWilliams, fearless.
Oh. Nice little hesitation cross move there by McWilliams. Cutting his lead to 5. Oh, Barabic from deep.
Kali Barabic not getting her shot to go. She has 2 points tonight, and that's it. Michaels, scoreless herself. Post foul. This will be the 3rd Dragon team foul. It's on Kylie. Here comes Fetch and Green back in. Exit stage left, or right for you at home, goes Brown and Legal.
We talked about Post and Cornell being aggressive, drawing another foul.
Inbound opportunity goes to Isioma Odor. The cross and Post. The shuffle to Schoeneke. Volkert, a great job boxing out McWilliams.
A little miscue there.
Yeah, I don't think Kylie Barabic saw all the traffic through the lane. Again, fearlessly through the lane goes Post. Another offensive rebound for the Eagles. This is Caitlin Michaels sizing up a 3 that won't go. Green clears at the 2-minute mark. Fetch up top, Green.
I like to see the Dragons be patient again, get it inside. Some ball moving from side to side. Get it back inside to Boom or either Green.
Yeah, they haven't gone to Boom ever since Boom made 3 in a row back in, earlier this quarter. Fetch, tough shot.
Tough finish there by Fetch. 7 points. Finishing with the contact, no call, but love the aggression there. Off the dribble by Fetch.
Yeah, Fetch can score. We saw it last night. Volkert on the end line. Maybe she's one where I was talking to Dan Weiss, who we're going to see in Harrison Cleary. I'm sure we're going to mention his name once or twice for the Minnesota Crookston men. He said, I kind of want Harrison Cleary to be more.
Wow.
Sometimes he'll heave up 25 shots in a game. He said, sometimes I want him to be more active offensively. This from a guy who's averaging almost 24 points per game.
Right. Had 25 last night, so
yeah,
I'm sure he'll be looking to get some shots up again tonight.
47 in Crookston a couple weeks ago. Dragons ball. The women lead by 7. They've led by as many as 9. We're under a minute. Here's Maddie Green on the elbow, going up against Odor. Oh,
nice
what a move.
shimmy.
Maddie, no. Whacked out of bounds by Schoeneke. Pretty move right in front of us.
Again, footwork. Nice little shimmy, shoulder shake there by Green. Not able to knock down the shot, but again, the second effort, the energy's there tonight as the Dragons get another opportunity on the offensive end.
Shimmy, shoulder, shake.
You like that?
Wow, sweet. Without a hezzy. Minnesota Crookston basketball. 43 seconds remaining here in the first half. Michaels, pop back out to McWilliams. Post again.
Nice finish by Post.
Jared, I didn't see this up in Crookston. I did not. It was more run-of-the-mill, if you will. Not that I see every Crookston game. I only get to see them twice a year. But it's been Michaels, some Stephanie McWilliams, and certainly Isioma Odor. But these two freshmen and their aggression going to the rack and getting to the free throw line. Post and Cornell have combined for 12 points to complement Isioma Odor and her 13, and keeping Minnesota Crookston hanging around.
Interestingly enough, we talked about watching a freshman of the Dragons grow up. Obviously, some of these young ladies are growing up for the Golden Eagles as well.
6 seconds remaining. Baravich ran into some traffic. This is Kylie Post from half court, and it won't go as Kylie Baravich looked for a foul on the other end of the floor. We go over to Alexis Kennedy, who's with Carla Nelson.
Coach, with Odor being such a dominant presence, what does your team need to do to contain her in the second?
Well, it'd be nice if we could get a hand up, at least make her think about shooting over a hand. You know, she's a good player. She's going to get her points. You know, it's just, I think we haven't really done what we needed to do defensively, so hopefully we can make an adjustment and take some of their stuff away.
See you in a second. Thank you. Steve, Jared.
Alexis, I'll bet you a nickel that she'd love to put a hand up, her broken hand up, just to put it in Isioma Odor. 41-37, the Dragons have the lead here at the half. We invite you to stay tuned for a halftime news break, and then Jared, Alexis, and I will come back with much, much more. You're watching live coverage of MSU Moorhead Dragon women's basketball, presented by Dragons Live on WBAY Extra.
Update or download to the all-new MSUM Dragons app on iTunes and Google Play. The new app features customized following of only your favorite Dragons teams, incredible in-app live stats and media coverage, and our Fired Up Rewards program all in one easy-to-use app. Update your Dragons app, search MSUM in your app store, or visit msumdragons.com/app to download the new MSUM Dragons app today. Today's Dragons Live coverage is brought to you by BSN, The Courtyard by Marriott, Herbert & Gerbert's, Richards Transportation, Shields of Moorhead, Shucks Bus Service, Buffalo Wild Wings, Forum Communications.
Hello everyone, I'm Tanner Robinson and welcome to today's halftime news break. On today's break, we caught up with standout senior diver Amber Westerang to see how she is making the most of her final season. But first, let's get to know new swimming and diving head coach Charles King.
First year here, how's MSUM going for you?
I love it. I'm in love. You know, I'm a Dragon, and it's a great institution. It's got great people. The athletes are awesome, and the community is just, I love it. So I couldn't be happier.
D3 to D2, how's that transition been, like coaching-wise?
You know, I think the biggest thing is NCAA rules. I've coached at every division there is, so I think my philosophy has always been the same, as academics are why you're here. So really putting a focus on that. But then we're trying to be great swimmers, and then what are you trying to be great at in your life? And
looking forward now, kind of, we're pushing towards what mid-season about. You know, what are you looking forward to? What are you trying to build on pushing through the heart of the season?
You know, I think we have a great group of women, and they work hard every day. I think they're buying into the program, and, you know, just hard work and getting better every day, focusing on one thing at a time. We're in a tough part of the training right now, so we're at kind of some transitions where we're trying to go very high intensity, our volume's up there, we're lifting real heavy, and so we're moving towards trying to swim fast in December. We'll do a little small taper where we rest a little bit and try to pop some good times, and then just focus on finals, and then we get on to our training. for the second semester, and then really it's about fine-tuning. Our volume will drop a little bit, our intensity will go up even higher, and then we're really trying to swim fast in February and qualify for nationals in March.
Thanks, Coach King, and best of luck this season. Coming up after the break, we talked with senior diver Amber Westereng.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. That's msumdragons.com/swim.
Get fired up for the new Shop MSUMDragons.com, the official online store of Dragon Athletics, featuring top brands like Under Armour, Adidas, Columbia, and more. Get gear in women's, youth, toddler, and infant sizes, perfect for all of our Dragon fans. Support your favorite Dragon team with Select a logo. Anything custom ships in 72 hours. And take your tailgating to the next level with items like bleacher chairs, tailgate tents, and lawn chairs. Get the gear and support your team with profits going directly to Dragon Athletics from Shop MSUMDragons.com.
Welcome back to your MSUM Halftime News Break. Let's dive straight into our interview with senior standout diver Amber Westereng.
I started out in gymnastics when I was younger, and then I went to swimming, and then sophomore year of high school I decided that I would try it out, and it worked out really well. I really like the school as well. It wasn't just the team that brought me here. I liked the atmosphere of the school when I toured, and I love the atmosphere of the team as well, so it was really awesome. So there are 4 positions in diving, and they're considered A, B, C, and D. And A stands for straight, B stands for pike, C stands for tuck, and D stands for free, which means you can do any position in twisters. So there's also 5 categories, and those go along with the A, B, C, D. And those are forwards, which are 100s, which are mainly the easier ones. Backs are 200s. Reverses are 300s, which is where you walk forward on the board and flip backwards. And then inwards are 400s, where you're standing backwards on the board and flip forwards. So, and then 5,000s, which is where it gets a little bit confusing. Those are twisters. It's definitely a big mental thing than physical. I think that a lot of the times we try to stay loose and like try to mess around in between dives or like during diving and all that, just to like remain calm and stuff like that, because it is kind of scary. And so we try to like goof around and then just loosen up a little bit. So I'm really aiming towards nationals. I narrowly missed it last season by 0.45, so I'm really hoping that I can make that happen this year.
Thank you for joining us during our MSUM Halftime News Break. Stay tuned for more Dragons Live right after the break.
Today's Dragons Live coverage is brought to you by Matt Buss, Midco, Moorhead Public Service, Papa John's, Pepsi, Sanford Health, State Farm agent David Eggers, and Minnesota State University Moorhead. Get fired up for the new Shop MSUMDragons.com, the official online store of Dragon Athletics, featuring top brands like Under Armour, Adidas, Columbia, and more. Get gear in women's, youth, toddler, and infant sizes, perfect for all of our Dragon fans. Support your favorite Dragon team with Select a logo. Anything custom ships in 72 hours. And take your tailgating to the next level with items like bleacher chairs, tailgate tents, and lawn chairs. Get the gear and support your team with profits going directly to Dragon Athletics from Shop MSUMDragons.com.
Just looking back on myself freshman year to who I am currently, it's a complete transformation.
You walk around campus all the time, you see friendly faces, you see smiling faces, and people really love being here.
For me personally, I was able to get the experience and the knowledge that I needed to be successful.
I've had a pretty long journey to get here. Went to community college, changed majors, and MSUM has transformed my life just incredibly.
Welcome back to Alex Nemzik, Steve DeStacio with you. 41-37, the Dragons lead. Minnesota, Crookston, Jared, let's take a look at some first half highlights. Here on the women's side, this is Paige Cornell. We're talking about these fearless freshmen for Minnesota Crookston. And then the Dragons respond, boom! Peyton off the glass. And then the Dragons, we go from boom to a spark. Baravich playing some defense, and then the court awareness. I think I'm going to get the ball to Jackie. And then Isioma Odor, boy, I like her game. More so what she does inside, but there, hitting one from the outside. There, she was a little out of control, but Amber Schoenecke cleaned up her mess. And then Lauren Fetch, 2 of her 7 points in the first half, Jared. The Dragons shot 50% in the first half. They made 17 of 34 shots. Minnesota Crookston, 0 for 6 from downtown. Is that an alarming number if you're Mike Royceland, that 0 for number? Because they seem to be having their way inside when they want to.
I mean, you make a couple of those threes and it may be a different ball game. So obviously the Dragons doing a solid job. Both teams actually, single-digit turnovers. But again, they make a couple of those shots, and we're looking at maybe a deficit.
A different game, a different game for sure. The Dragons had 8 turnovers. Minnesota Crookston had 6. We'll take a break. We'll come back with much, much more. You're watching live coverage of MSU Moorhead Dragon Women's Basketball on WDAY Extra.
Prosperity is today's investment in tomorrow's promise. The promise of a better way of life. With every act of kindness, every act of creation, and with every act of love, we strengthen our community. And when we stand together as a community, we accomplish the impossible. We can choose to pass through life, or we can choose to pass on a better way of life.
Get fired up for the new Shop MSUMDragons.com, the official online store of Dragon Athletics, featuring top brands like Under Armour, Adidas, Columbia, and more. Get gear in women's, youth, toddler, and infant sizes, perfect for all of our Dragon fans. Support your favorite Dragon team with Select a logo. Anything custom ships in 72 hours. And take your tailgating to the next level with items like bleacher chairs, tailgate tents, and lawn chairs. Get the gear and support your team with profits going directly to Dragon Athletics from Shop MSUMDragons.com.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
Nobody burned down your she shed, Cheryl.
Well, my she shed's on fire.
The she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
You hear that, Victor? I'm getting a new she shed.
She shed?
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful news.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Dave Eggers at 218-233-1334 today.
It takes a team to bring the story home every day. It takes a leader to build a legacy of trust.
As the only locally owned news station in the region, we're there for you at every turn.
We're your neighbors, telling the stories that matter because your community is our community.
So when you need to reconnect, remember that we're working every day, just like you.
Trying to make a better tomorrow.
WDAY News, the only locally owned news station in the region.
Liddy here with another lesson.
Okay, gotta make a list. Pay cable bill, research car insurance rates, get groceries. And my student loan payment is due next week.
You look stressed. If you're worried about money, try riding that bus.
There is a bus stop pretty close to my job. I could give it a try.
Awesome. More conditioner?
Thanks a lot.
He learned his lesson. Join us and take the challenge to ride green.
Herbert & Gerbert's wants to know, what's your favorite sandwich?
My personal favorite is the Flash. It's got all that meat and that Italian flavor that I can't get enough of.
You know, the first time I was at Herbert & Gerbert's, I couldn't decide if I wanted ham or turkey, so I got the Gerf. Got both.
I like the Pompeii, because I like chicken salad, but it also has that sweet chili sauce.
Experience Flavor Nation for yourself with the classic, specialty, and signature menus at Herbert & Gerbert's with 4 convenient FM locations, 1 in Bismarck and 1 in Grand Forks. Or order online and have it delivered at herbertandgerberts.com.
Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. The home teams on top, Wayne, Augustana. They'll both be here next weekend, by the way. Take a look at that in a moment. Good ball game down in the Twin Cities. USF leads Concordia St. Paul, and Southwest leads at Minnesota State Mankato 43-38. Up here in the north, Minnesota Duluth, Northern State. That was a 4 o'clock start. That's why that's a low-scoring game so far. Mary leading at St. Cloud 36-33. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. We are here next Friday night against Wayne State, 5:30 and 7:30. You can watch the game on WDAY Extra. And next Saturday, we'll wrap up this 2-weekend sprint here at home at 3:30 on the women's side and 5:30 on the men's side as we welcome you back to our side of the floor. I'm Steve, that's Jared, and I need you to fire me some Bledsoe bullets.
All right, first of all, they got to continue to get the ball inside. Want to continue to do that. Double Odor, whether it's on the block, as soon as she puts the ball on the floor from the perimeter, double her, and then obviously contain that penetration. I think if the Dragons can do that, they'll find themselves 2-0 on the weekend.
We were talking about how far Minnesota Crookston threes would go, obviously a long way, but if the Dragons would take Carla Nelson's defensive advice and stick a hand or a finger in ECM Odor's face, is that an elixir for a victory for the Dragons?
I think so. I think Coach is spot on. Contest, contain, and make sure she doesn't get those open looks this second half.
I told you, on the men's side, this Harrison Cleary is just so fun to watch. On the women's side, this ECM Odor has some game. 41-37, the Dragons have the lead as we start the second half. Men to follow. Volkert, Green, who has it, Hintz, Baravich, and Fetch. The same starting five for the Dragons starting here in the second half. Hintz inside, an offensive foul gets whistled. Megan did not look, I guess, below her, and she gets hit with the foul.
Yeah, great help side there by Paige Weekly as we watch here.
Yeah.
Great job, great anticipation, knowing that the Dragons may try to get it inside the Hintz. Again, coming off a great high-scoring job last night, 19 points.
And we heard on one of Alexis Kennedy's reports that Mike Roysman wants more help side defense, and that's exactly what they got, and it was executed to perfection. This is Odor. The fadeaway wouldn't go. Green the rebound. By the way, that was Megan Hintz's third foul, so Peyton Boom is in the ballgame. The spark cannot score. Odor the rebound.
And you don't mind that look from Jackie Volker that she's able to knock those shots down in transition. Great transition defense there by the Dragons, forcing posts to travel.
First minute of the third quarter in the books. The Dragons' lead is 4. The Dragons' winning streak is 11. Volkert taking a look what's underneath, and now Fetch. She had 7 first-half points. Green. Nowhere to go. Jackie from downtown gets fouled.
Yeah, that was the right call. Post got her on the arm, bumped into her. Jackie will get a chance to get 3 at the line. So watch here, Dragons do a solid job so far this weekend, penetrating pitching. Jackie shot ready, drawing the foul.
Jackie's first free throw is good. She's an 88% free throw shooter. Jackie continuing to hit, and while she's hitting free throws, we'll tell you to upload or download the new MSUM Dragons app on iTunes or Google Play. The new app features live stats, media coverage, and our hashtag Fired Up Rewards program. Search MSUM in your app store or visit msumdragons.com/app. Volkert got all 3. This is Kylie Post. Caitlin Michaels had it for a moment, and Peyton Boom is going to get whistled for her first personal foul. Michaels was one of our players in the player comparison along with Jackie Volkert. Michaels, nothing in the first half.
Solid job by the Dragon perimeter defenders, keeping her from getting involved. You see Weekly getting involved here. Did a solid job on the help side defense, you noted. And now being aggressive off the dribble, knocking down 2 free throws for the Golden Eagles.
44-39. Neither team has hit a field goal to start this second half. The crowds here in Moorhead, especially without students here, are not bad. Jackie in the lane now. Baravich trying, and her perseverance pays off. It's not loud. It's not like this place is buzzing like during the 35-4 Dragon men of a few years ago, or the NCAA team that won 30. But these crowds are getting bigger and bigger, and with the students coming, hopefully next weekend, whistling another foul.
Yeah.
As much as we want you to watch this on WDAY Extra, we want
Come
you to
on
be
in,
here.
yeah. Come on in, and I hope at some point not only does the crowd come, but we got to get the pep band back in here, man.
Ooh.
That really adds to the atmosphere here.
Ambiance?
The ambiance, if you will, yes. O'Doul with the rebound.
Here comes Post. Remember what Carla Nelson said to Alexis Kennedy at her halftime report. Michael's getting up slowly. Substitutions off Mike Royceland's bench. Amber Schoeneke, Paige Cornell back in. Post and Fox sit down. See what the Dragons do defensively against ECM Odor.
She gets a touch here. Oh,
She'll
just
hit.
sizes up Green and knocks down the mid-range jumper.
She's hit 2 mid-range jumpers and her second three-pointer of the season. 7 of her 15. The Dragon lead is 3. Volkert and Kylie. The kick to Fetch.
Oh, nice rhythm shot by Fetch.
I don't know which great mind it was, but I just remember saying, Lauren Fetch can score. Not 20 a night, but if she has an open shot, she'll take it.
She'll take it. Yeah, you've echoed that the last couple weeks, and it's fun to watch her get a rhythm going and shoot with confidence. Great helps out there by Jackie. And again, we didn't see a lot of this last night. The anticipation, the deflections, I'm sure the coaches are keeping tabs on the deflections, as that definitely shows the energy of your team.
Schoeneke underneath to McWilliams. That's only McWilliams' second bucket. 47-43, 6.5 minutes remaining here in this third quarter for Moorhead. Volkert, and boom. Tough angle off the glass, and there's Odor again. She didn't get the rebound. She got it smacked out of her hands by Maddie Green. This is McWilliams. Fetch defending. Cornell looked like she was dared to shoot a 3. Schoeneke sizing up. Nothing. She goes down hard. Green the rebound. Here comes Lauren Fetch. Boom. Banging bodies with Odor. Boom again. That is a heavyweight matchup that is fun to watch, even from afar.
Solid job there by Boom, demanding the ball in the post, a little up and under, drawing the foul on Odor. The redshirt freshman not running away from the action at all with Odor. Obviously talked about her being a senior.
She did not back down one time. Promotional Solutions is a collection of marketers, creators, designers, finance guys, and fangirls with a passion for good products and design. They strive every day to live up to their namesake by creating awesome promotional solutions. Visit promotingus.com for all of your promo product, apparel, and marketing needs. Green, an offensive rebound, and she'll score.
Maddie Green being active so far. 2 offensive rebounds back-to-back and finishing.
Remember, she had 3 swats in the first half as well. Odor has, 15? She was denied on her first 2 tries of the basketball game. From the corner, McWilliams for 3. Or was it 3? Just 2.
talked about the Dragons needing to contain penetration. Not able to do that on their last possession.
Volkert directing traffic. Green. What is Maddie going to do? Get fouled.
I think that might have been away from the ball and calling foul on Odor.
No, they got Schoeneke. Oh, did they get Odor?
Yeah, that was away.
They either got Odor or Schoeneke. Jared and I are going to argue profusely during this timeout.
Update or download to the all-new MSUM Dragons app on iTunes and Google Play. The new app features customized following of only your favorite Dragons teams, incredible in-app live stats and media coverage, and our fired-up rewards program all in one easy-to-use app. Update your Dragons app, search MSUM in your app store, or visit msumdragons.com/app to download the new MSUM Dragons app today.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Spicy Pie, where they have $5 lunch specials every day from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can get 2 slices of pepperoni or sausage slices, a fountain drink, or a 22-ounce Push Light. Only at Spicy Pie. And let's take a look at our MSUM fan cam, or our Gate City Bank My School Spirit Card fan cam. Ask for a Dragon debit card and they'll make a donation directly to MSUM scholarships. Thank you, Gate City Bank. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you, Alexis Kennedy, for giving us sideline reports.
On the Golden Eagles side over here, we have a baseline open is what they're trying to look for. They're really trying to look for Odor down low, as well as they have to rebound and attack is what he really emphasized.
Guy knows what he's talking about, doesn't he?
He does.
I mean, he's echoing the same sentiments, and we get the benefit of an instant replay. Mike Royceland doing this on the fly. This is not his first rodeo.
Yeah, giving up 2 offensive rebounds from Maddie Green. You definitely want to remedy that.
Maddie walks.
Nice defense there by Odor. But
yeah,
you can't give up
shuffled perfectly.
Yeah, you can't give up offensive rebounds against the Dragons, as they shoot a high percentage under the hoop.
How many times has Megan Hintz got an offensive rebound tonight and a bunny putback? I think the answer is 0 so far. Maddie Green's gotten a couple, not Megan Hintz. And now Megan's on the bench with 3 fouls. Dragons still lead it by 4 with 4:14 remaining. That's good hands by Maddie Green. A swat of a different variety. Volkert from 12.
Excellent decision by Jackie Volkert. Complete control, floor general, knocking down that shot. And again, as you mentioned, Maddie Green getting it going with a deflection.
She let Isioma Odor inside. Isioma with 17. Fetch. And Brooklyn Legal, who's back in, somehow got the ball to Maddie.
Oh, nice shot there by Maddie Green with the answer.
Maddie quietly has a dozen tonight. McWilliams.
Oh, great defense there by Legal. Again, Dragons active.
No love from the rim for Cornell. How many Dragons were underneath? 10? She didn't care. Here's Jackie Volkert. Looking underneath and finding Maddie Green. Oh, Maddie off the glass, a little too strong. Baravich, the offensive rebound. And there's Kylie, just like she did last time, getting to the free throw line.
Yeah, sneaking in there, rebounding from the two spot, being crafty and forcing it up, drawing the foul. And this is what got her involved last night. Missing on the first.
Baravich last night finished with 16 points on 4 of 12 shooting. So that should tell you right there where the majority of her points came from. There's Odor sitting down. She sat down in the second quarter, and the Dragons went to work with Peyton Boom. Let's see what they do now after Baravich clanks a couple free throws. The Dragon lead is 6. Where will Minnesota Crookston go offensively? On the near side, Kylie Proska in for the first time, a 5'8 freshman from Thief River Falls, Minnesota. Schoeneke, defended by Hintz, who's playing with 3 fouls. Gittinger back in the ball game after getting knocked around in the head earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, first three-pointer tonight for the Golden Eagles, and we talked about that at half. Them going 0 for 6 that first half could be the difference in the ball game.
Here's Baravich. Gets her shot blocked here. Not sure that Kylie wasn't forcing. Natalie Steichen will check in for the first time tonight. The 5'5" freshman from Dilworth. And Brooklyn Legal's back in the ball game as Baravich has a seat, so will Legal. Volkert on the right elbow. Nowhere to go. Let's see what Steichen can do. Hintz. No. Volkert had to throw it up with 1 second remaining on the shot clock. Minnesota Crookston can tie it with a bomb. Gittinger is going to try it and hit.
Nice trail three-pointer by Gittinger. And just like that, 2 trays in a row, and they're back in this game, tie ball game.
First time we've been tied since 0-0. Here goes Volkert. Fetches open on the other side. Steichen did not consider traffic in the lane. Schoeneke. On the near side, Proska. Near side for us. Michaels fouled. We're not going to count that. This will just be the Dragons' 3rd foul of the 3rd quarter. It's on Peyton Boom as we take a look at our replay presented by Midco. Yeah, some reaching in by Boom, maybe by Fetch as well. 1:12 remaining here in this 3rd quarter.
Oh, great anticipation by Jackie. Look at the scrap.
Volkert mopping the floor. Here goes Jackie with a minute remaining.
It's plays like that will give them an opportunity, man. It's just fun to watch that type of scrap out of Jackie.
Looking like Gavin Baumgartner last night, just laying out. Hintz and Fetch and Megan. Steichen. Short. McWilliams the rebound. Minnesota Crookston looking for their first lead since back in the 1st quarter. Abby Gittinger, who has a couple of bombs since checking in for Isioma Odor at the 3-minute mark. 20 seconds left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Gittinger again. No. But an offensive rebound. Another 3. Oh, wow. This one's good by Proska. And now the Dragons will play for the final shot. 6 seconds remaining. Steichen. Boom up top. Got it!
Oh, nice shot by Boom to tie the ball game.
Boom's bucket will count. Kelly Turnus wants to make sure, but I'm pretty certain it's going to count. To the 4th quarter we go, all tied at 56.
It's a new stay at the Courtyard by Marriott, located just minutes from downtown Fargo, local colleges, shopping centers, and several restaurants. The Courtyard features a 24-hour fitness center, 24-hour on-site Starbucks, and our bistro restaurant and lounge open for breakfast and dinner daily. Relax in one of our 2 indoor swimming pools and hot tub. The comfort your family needs close to all the action at the Courtyard by Marriott. Visit our website or call 218-284-1000. That's 218-284-1000.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. That's msumdragons.com/swim.
Buy a chance to win up to $5,000 in the Dragon Fire raffle. Tickets are on sale now for $20 at the Dragon Fire Booster Club table or in the main athletics office. The winners will be announced beginning February 8th. All proceeds from the Dragonfire raffle benefit Dragon Athletic Scholarships. Let's take a look at the standings one more time as we enter this fourth quarter. Last night, it was trying to get a victory for the Dragon men, and Chad Walthall getting victory number 300 for the Dragon women. They're trying to win their 12th in a row and get to the 10-win mark before anybody else. Minnesota Crookston trying to get back to the 500 mark in the league. And that was sponsored by Affinity Plus and Sodexo. We go to the fourth quarter, and we are level at 56. The Golden Eagles go low to Isioma Odor. Legal going after the ball.
Both teams
Scramble.
scrappy.
It's a jump ball. This should be Dragon basketball. Alexis, what do you have?
Steve, you talk about Jackie being the spark all the time. And this last time out here, she came in and yelled. She's like, we have got to rebound. I have not seen Jackie that passionate ever. She's usually pretty calm. So she kind of laid in on her teammates, as well as Carla Nelson said, 10 minutes is just as long as for them as it is for us.
How's that for senior leadership, Jared?
You love it. You love to hear about the passion of Jackie Volkert. Obviously, she does it physically and showing it. And we saw some emotion out of the and one last night, but love to see her get after her teammates as she's going to have to will their team to a win tonight.
I still think she did a million. There's Legal in the lane.
Oh, tough
she
shot.
Still did a million little things. Her stats were not that good, but she did a million other things to help the Dragon not just win the ball game, stay in the ball game throughout the game against Bemidji State.
Absolutely. And she's going to have to do that again. As this Crookston's team isn't backing down easily.
No.
Miscue
They're going to
there.
throw the ball here, yeah. That's Minnesota Crookston's 10th turnover. It's been a good ball game. I'm hoping we're going to get the same thing on the men's side. Good basketball here this weekend. Last night, Dragon men eking out a 2-point victory. The Dragons finding a way to get a win. And now tonight, here we go again. What I think is the plus, the difference for the Dragons, they're playing better basketball than they have in their last 3 or 4 wins. I was talking to Kylie Baravich before the game. We're just not playing well. We're winning. Not playing well. And you said it a million times, you can do it. They prove it. They're playing well tonight, still might not get the win. It's a good effort by Minnesota Crookston tonight. They gave Northern all they could handle last night as Green scores again.
Nice finish with the left hand by Green.
Post into the post and Odor. There's some help side D by Legal. They want to get to Isioma Odor, and the Dragons are sandwiching her. Schoeneke had a touch. Reverse to Michaels. Here's Isioma. Oh, what a head fake.
Oh, that.
And could not get it to go. I hope she's okay. And Fetch. And they both get up.
That was a physical play, and you got to give credit to the Dragons there, making sure Odor doesn't get an easy look.
Odor is a 79% free throw shooter. The official online store of the Dragons is shopmsumdragons.com with over 1,300 officially licensed items to show off your Dragon pride. That's shopmsumdragons.com. Steve DeStatio, Jared Bledsoe, Alexis Kennedy here at Nemzik and Moorhead. 60-57, the Dragons have the lead. Volkert on the left elbow. Jackie with the left hand.
Nice finish. I just love her patience and stick-to-itiveness. She finished right in the lane.
Up top is Michaels, who wants it back. She'll fire and miss. Michaels still scoreless tonight. Here comes Fetch. Green underneath. Maddie again with the left hand. This time it's no good. And another jump ball. That was a quick whistle. It will go in the favor of Minnesota Crookston, who will get the ball on the alternate possession.
But you got to give the credit to the guards. I mean, we talked about Baravich getting in there on the offensive glass. Jackie Volkert, that last possession. That type of energy will give the Dragons a chance to win this evening. Golden Eagles being patient, trying to get it inside to Odor.
Post, gives it up. Proska, no.
Look who comes away with the defensive rebound. Jackie Volker. Dragons looking to run. Oh, nice catch by Hintz. Oh, nice find by Fetch.
That was pretty. Those are Megan's first 2 points since the first quarter. The Dragons behind the spark. Jackie Volker have found a spark. They lead it by 7.
From the time you were little, bouncing off the walls, you were told, go do something. And so you did. Then one day you found yourself in a cap and gown. Now, go do something was an invitation. Or was it a challenge? Go with Midco. We connect you with powerful, innovative technology. That's the start. Your drive and vision do the rest. Go do something. Yeah, that's definitely a challenge. You and Midco. Let's go.
Hey, Jared, you want to see our State Farm assist of the game? It just happened. There's the catch. Goodbye, Isioma. Megan Hintz. That is an all-or-nothing kind of play. Our assist of the game presented by State Farm and that guy. There's David Eggers, your good neighbor agent, enjoying a Dragon game. Thank you, David, and all the good folks at State Farm for your sponsorship of Dragon Athletics. 64-57. The Dragons lead it with 6:46 left to go.
Golden Eagles only 3 for 12 from behind the arc. Could definitely prove to be the difference in this ball game. We talked about Michaels not able to get it going either.
Nothing. Here she is. Schoeneke and Odor. This is Crookston basketball.
Nice touch by Odor. Dragons tried to help. Odor just tough inside.
I will miss watching her play. That's how much I respect that woman's game. She had game and she has just gotten better. It's like, here's the perfect comparison. There's a rebound. She's a lot like Addie Park. Raw, worked, brilliant.
Yeah, Addie Park has definitely blossomed over the years here. And fun
the
to watch
acorn has become the oak. Paige Weekly hanging out with us. Odor. Whistle. And a foul. So says veteran Northern Sun official Mike Colness, who's going to take his time before announcing Megan Hintz has picked up her 4th foul of the ball game. Here comes Boom back in. Odor is 9 of 16, Jared. 20 points and 8 rebounds, just solid.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how the Dragons adjust on guarding Odor. Obviously, Maddie Green, we talked about the solid job she did early blocking shots. But you look up, as you said, 20 points, 8 rebounds. The Dragons will have to do something to keep her contained.
Doesn't it seem like she has 30 rebounds? I mean, she's just gobbled up everything underneath. Here's the hands by Fetch. And another jump ball.
And 4 Dragons, if there were 4 Dragons around Odor on that last possession causing that jump ball.
I think they used the word collapse somewhere in that fray. The
Absolutely.
Dragons, 4 of them just collapsed on her.
In basketball terminology, whether man-to-man or zone, you got to collapse when the ball gets inside like that. So great job.
On her, yes.
Great job by the Dragon defense.
Here's Volker. That was a quick head fake and an and-one opportunity.
She's added a jab step to the left, going to the right to her game, and it's just been fun to watch her. Nice little jab, 2 dribbles, strong finish. No question she was fouled.
The head fake left jab, dribble, dribble, finish, and one.
You got it.
I'm getting this.
You got it.
I'm getting this. One of these days.
Another offensive rebound there by Maddie Green.
And a three.
Cash. Just showing her repertoire. We saw her get busy on the block and now knocking down the three.
How about that 5-point possession to give the Dragons their largest lead of the game with 5 minutes left to go? Odor, no. Green, the one-handed rebound. Her 11th rebound of the night. This will be the first double-double recorded by a Dragon not named Megan Hintz this season. Fetch.
Oh, nice finish by Fetch. And what's interesting, Fetch pulled it out the first time, and it's almost like the Golden Eagles are daring her to attack the basket.
They can dare all they want. Fetch scored, and the Dragon lead is now a dozen.
Okay, one more.
All right, Benji.
Come on.
Benji.
Yes, smile. Come on,
What about the flash?
Okay, one more. Benjamin, hold it
Make a flash,
sideways.
Benji. You have to
Please
back it
use
up.
my
You want to get
camera.
everybody
Looking at
in.
the
You
camera?
can't get everybody in unless you back
Well,
up.
he did.
There you go.
Did you get? Do you need me? Don't forget to
Did
take get it, one Ben? with my camera. I think you got Benjamin. it.
Take another
Oh, well, I think I blinked.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings Beer Sports.
Morehead Public Service offers an incentive program called Bright Energy Solutions to provide rebates to customers who install energy-efficient equipment. Learn more at brightenergysolutions.com/Morehead. 71-59, Jared, during that commercial timeout. I took my shoes off, did some math, and the Dragons are outscoring Minnesota Crookston 15-3 here in the first 5 minutes and 37 seconds of the fourth quarter.
Nice job by the Dragons. Again, we talked about the energy yesterday evening, and we got to commend them on having the energy, the effort, the deflections, the second chance opportunities. I mean, it's been there so far tonight.
How much of this was Jackie Volkert vocalizing at her team? With some more insightfulness, we go across the court to Alexis Kennedy.
On the Golden Eagles side, I think they're trying to figure things out offensively. They're not getting decent passes, and Coach Mike Roy said decent passes equal good shots. So you have to do that. Also, you have to communicate because they're not communicating well right now. Guys.
See, those are just fundamental stuff. It's not, hey, we're down by 12. We got to start jacking threes. It's just trying to play good basketball, and good basketball will lead maybe to a comeback. Isioma Odor, no. Green again. She has been a monster underneath tonight.
Nice defensive job there by Green, forcing the fadeaway. Again, those early blocks can play in the mind of any offensive player. Odor trying to fade to make that last basket. The Dragons looking to run some clock here.
Volkert between the circles, pestered by Kylie Post. Jackie goes through a double team. No.
But drew the foul. I mean, just crafty, getting low and tight on the dribble, able to draw the contact to get to the line.
I like that word. That's what I think this victory is going to be. I'm adopting that word. Is that okay?
Which
you don't
word?
get a choice. Crafty. Last night it was messy. Tonight, crafty.
There you go. I like that word.
I like that too. Boy, I like taking credit for stuff, especially stuff I don't come up with. How's that work? 73-59, 3:35 left to go. This crafty effort by the Dragons. Odor. Post. Nowhere to go. Gittinger. No. Remember, it was Gittinger's back-to-back bombs that got Minnesota Crookston tied to go into this fourth quarter in which the Dragons have completely dominated.
All right, Cornell being aggressive off the dribble here. Slice a little bit into this Dragon lead.
I'm sorry, Cornell, not Gittinger. Thank you. Just the 4th point scored in the 4th quarter.
A little full-court pressure here by the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, if it's time to do it, it's right now. If not, maybe a little earlier, but Mike Royston's made the decision. 3:08 left to go.
Great job by the Dragons handling that pressure, looking to run some clock.
Fetch.
Tough shot. Oh, she's taking a page out of the book of Jackie Volker. Jump stop, under control, knocking down that shot off the high screen and roll.
Fetch just tied her career high with 14 points. Maddie Green has established her career high with whatever she finishes with in rebounds. Her previous career high was 9. Odor just ran into Fetch, who's upset at herself. Cornell couldn't hit. You know what? I think it was Cornell that hit those bombs, Jared. Oh, Green, her 5th block of the night. Mike Royston wants a foul, but I think Green got her clean.
The coach is livid over there, but I think that was a clean block.
Fetch gonna chisel some more time. Playing cat and mouse with post. And a foul.
And
He's really not going to like this call.
And I love the confidence that Coach Nelson has put into Fetch. Hey, down the stretch, instead of ball in Jackie Volker's hand, we trust you. Fetch, get to the basket, make those shots, handle the pressure in the half-court set.
Yeah, Fetch got 14 at Minot a year and a month ago. She's tied it tonight. Under 2 minutes to play here on the women's side. The Dragon men and Minnesota Crookston coming up next.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with some more high screen and roll action here for Fetch.
Volkert shoveling back to Green. I think she had a 3. Legal. Gonna force. No. And that ball will land in the hands of Allison Swenson. But the Dragons took, what, 29 seconds off the clock. And we're down to 1 minute and a half. There's a steal by Green.
Anticipation by Green.
Yeah, I think it was Jackie who got her hands on the ball. Mike Royston could just stand and watch. His trusty longtime assistant, Nate Mallon, will stand up and say, you know what, Coach? I just think that the Dragons are a little bit better than we are tonight. Volkert with 5 on the shot clock and a foul.
And again, from a coaching standpoint, you got to love the fact that you got 2 players in the backcourt that can handle pressure, penetrate, under control, and draw fouls. And as we mentioned, Jackie coming into this game shooting 88% from the free throw line.
Yeah, now the Dragons are going to empty the bench. Fetch, Green, Barabage, Legal, all sitting down. For the Dragons, number 23, Autumn Schlater is in, 5'11" freshman out of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nicole Herbertson is back in. And now Jackie Volkert will sit down, and Carla Nelson, there she is on the BSN Sports Coaches Cam. MSUM's Nike and Under Armour partner is BSN. I think Carla Nelson's got to be really, really happy at what she saw today.
Absolutely. I agree with you there, Steve. The Dragons definitely came out to compete. Better energy tonight.
Good look underneath. That's Amber Schoeneke, and she'll hit. Natalie Steichen also back in the game for the Dragons. Emma Thuringer, number 3, the 5'10" freshman from Worthington, Minnesota, is in the ball game. It was Gittinger who hit those back-to-back bombs. Haven't seen much for since. Steichen with 24 seconds remaining. Brown, tough turnaround. No. Thuringer, the offensive rebound, and she'll head to the free throw line. Emma Thuringer has 3 points this season and she scored them all the way back on November the 23rd in the Rocky Mountains at Metro State.
And I tell you what's even cool to see, the bench is erupting as Floringer knocks down that first free throw.
Her first point here at Moorhead. 1 out of 2 is not bad. If 2 out of 3 ain't bad, neither is 1 out of 2. 15 seconds left to go. Post. Cornell somehow found a teammate. Post for 3. That'll go. And that'll do it. The Dragons get their season sweep, and they get the weekend sweep, 78-65. We'll wait for Alexis Kennedy, who will find a Dragon or two, but this was a solid effort here tonight by the Dragons, especially the fourth quarter by the Dragons.
I agree, just all-out energy, all-out effort. Great job just bringing it. You know, obviously going 2-0 on the weekend is huge. That was the goal coming into the weekend, so commendable effort by the Dragons this afternoon and evening.
Yeah, this Dragon team gets to 10-0. They extend their winning streak to a dozen. They are now 14-2 overall. You cannot deny the record. Your record is, you are what your record says you are, is what? Is that Herm Edwards or Dennis Green a long time ago? Somebody a lot smarter than we are said that.
Yeah, I'm sure some famous coach said that. But again, hats off to the Dragons getting it done here.
All right, let's go over to Alexis Kennedy, who has Maddie Green.
Maddie, in tough games like this, how does your team challenge and improve?
I think the biggest thing is working together. We've struggled on offense and hitting shots, so once that started to work, we rebounded the ball really well tonight, and that helped our team a lot.
And moving forward with all this success, what's your team mentality been like?
What was that?
Moving forward with all this success, what has your team's mentality been like?
I think it's really helped us a lot. Like I said, we focus mostly on defending and rebounding, and once we get that down, it's good.
Excellent. Great job tonight. Steve, Jared.
All right, Alexis, thank you very much. The Dragons get their win. Maddie Green is happy. She gets a new career high. All is well so far here in Moorhead with the Dragon men and Minnesota Crookston taking the floor. They are coming up next. We'll take a break, step away. We'll come back with much, much more. You're watching live coverage of MSU Moorhead Dragon basketball on WDAY Extra.
Heading to Fargo Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
Do more of what you love without being held back by joint pain. At Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our team will work with you to create a care plan that meets you where you are, choosing treatment options that fit your lifestyle, so you can get back to more outdoor adventures, more traditions, more active moments, more you. See how you can reach your more at Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Another day. And just like every day, it never seems to slow down. But you have a plan. Grab a cup, grab the paper, and grab a little time. Just for you. It's worth it. Don't get the paper? Just grab the phone. Call now and save up to 60% off the newsstand price. Journalists, bringing the story home every day.
Just looking back on myself freshman year to who I am currently, it's a complete transformation.
You walk around campus all the time, you see friendly faces, you see smiling faces, and people really, really love being here.
For me personally, I was able to get the experience and the knowledge that I needed to be successful.
I've had a pretty long journey to get here. Went to community college, changed majors, and MSUM has transformed my life just incredibly.
Prosperity is today's investment in tomorrow's promise. The promise of a better way of life. With every act of kindness, every act of creation, and with every act of love, we strengthen our community. And when we stand together as a community, we accomplish the impossible. We can choose to pass through life, or we can choose to pass on a better way of life.
Get fired up for the new Shop MSUMDragons.com, the official online store of Dragon Athletics, featuring top brands like Under Armour, Adidas, Columbia, and more. Get gear in women's, youth, toddler, and infant sizes, perfect for all of our Dragon fans. Support your favorite Dragon team with Select a Logo. Anything custom ships in 72 hours. And take your tailgating to the next level with items like bleacher chairs, tailgate tents, and lawn chairs. Get the gear and support your team with profits going directly to Dragon Athletics from Shop MSUMDragons.com.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
Nobody burned down your she shed, Cheryl.
Well, my she shed's on fire.
The she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
You hear that, Victor? I'm getting a new she shed.
She shear?
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful news.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Dave Eggers at 218-233-1334 today.
It takes a team to bring the story home every day. It takes a leader to build a legacy of trust.
As the only locally owned news station in the region, we're there for you at every turn.
We're your neighbors, telling the stories that matter because your community is our community.
So when you need to reconnect, remember that we're working every day, just like you,
trying to make a better tomorrow.
WDAY News, the only locally owned news station in the region.
All right, Jared, the Dragon women win 78-65. They outscored Minnesota Crookston 22-9 in the fourth quarter. Let's take a look at the second half highlights. It was close throughout. Here comes Jackie Volkert. Stop, pop. I know you love that shot from 12 feet away. This is Abby Gittinger. Boy, did she provide a spark off the bench. And then Peyton Boom would hit this three at the gun. And we go into the fourth quarter all tied at 56. The Dragons, Megan Hintz on that pretty pass from Lauren Fetch, and then Isioma Odor. Enjoy her. It's probably the last time we're going to get to see her. The Dragons would move away in the fourth quarter. They pull away. Lauren Fetch right there. She ties her career high with 14 points. A solid team effort victory for the Dragons here tonight.
Yes, Lauren Fetch, tremendous job. 14 points, 4 assists, no turnovers. And I think that's one of the things you talk about from a coaching standpoint, being able to trust your backcourt in Jackie Volkert and Lauren Fetch.
Yeah, I was talking about your team back in 2003. I mean, we could talk about the old days, right, but the point of this is that tonight was a total team effort. Maybe Megan Hintz didn't have her best game, but Maddie Green was a monster underneath. Peyton Boom came up with some big shots, and remember, they went to her, 3 or 4 consecutive times when Isioma Odor was sitting down in the first half.
Yeah, talk about answering the call. Maddie Green, 15 points, 12 boards, just a tremendous job tonight by the redshirt freshman.
This Minnesota Crookston squad, they've got game. I mean, they're challenging teams like Northern State last night. They come up short. Maybe they ran out of gas in the fourth quarter. These games are proving to me this league is still very, very good, and yet the Dragons have met every test so far this season.
I agree. We talked about Michaels just not able to get it going. 0 for 4 from the 3, 0 for 5 from the field. 3 turnovers, 2 assists. I mean, just a challenging night for that young lady. I'm sure she's going to regroup and obviously give the Golden Eagles an opportunity as she regroups and gets better.
This is a leader. Jackie Volkert was 7 for 28 this weekend. That's 25%. Those aren't big-time numbers, but maybe her vocal cords were the biggest contribution tonight, this weekend, helping her Dragons to a victory. We'll step away and come back with more from Moorhead after this. You're watching live coverage of Dragons basketball on WDAY Extra.
Libby here with another lesson.
Okay, gotta make a list. Pay cable bill, research car insurance rates, get groceries. And my student loan payment is due next week.
You look stressed. If you're worried about money, try riding that bus.
There is a bus stop pretty close to my job. I could give it a try.
Awesome. More conditioner?
Thanks a lot.
He learned his lesson. Join us and take the challenge to ride green.
Herbert and Gerbert's wants to know, what's your favorite sandwich?
My personal favorite is the Flash. It's got all that meat and that Italian flavor that I can't get enough of.
You know, the first time I was at Herbert and Gerbert's, I couldn't decide if I wanted ham or turkey, so I got the Gerf. Got both.
I like the Pompeii because I like chicken salad, but it also has that sweet chili sauce.
Experience Flavor Nation for yourself with the classic, specialty, and signature menus at Herbert and Gerbert's with 4 convenient FM locations, 1 in Bismarck and 1 in Grand Forks. Or order online and have it delivered at herbertandgerberts.com.
Update or download to the all-new MSUM Dragons app on iTunes and Google Play. The new app features customized following of only your favorite Dragons teams, incredible in-app live stats and media coverage, and our fired-up rewards program all in one easy-to-use app. Update your Dragons app, search MSUM in your app store, or visit msumdragons.com/app to download the new MSUM Dragons app today.
It's a new stay at the Courtyard by Marriott, located just minutes from downtown Fargo, local colleges, shopping centers, and several restaurants. The Courtyard features a 24-hour fitness center, 24-hour on-site Starbucks, and our bistro restaurant and lounge open for breakfast and dinner daily. Relax in one of our 2 indoor swimming pools and hot tub. The comfort your family needs close to all the action at the Courtyard by Marriott. Visit our website or call 218-284-1000. That's 218-284-1000.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. That's msumdragons.com/swim.
There's Minnesota Crookston to your right, the Dragon men to your left. I am guessing we are going to see a lot of electrifying plays in that game. As far as the game you just witnessed, this is our electrifying play of the game. There's Kali Baravich with the ball, and Maddie Green saying, you know what, this is our 4th quarter. I'm going to hit a 3. I did a lot of other quality stuff tonight. That 3 by Maddie Green is our electrifying play of the game, presented by Morehead Public Service, who reminds you to save energy and cut down on your water bill. Take a shower instead of a bath. For more energy-saving tips, log on to Bright Energy Solution. I just read them. BrightEnergySolutions.com. Saving energy, saving money. Our newsmaker of the game, Jared, it's got to be Maddie Green.
Absolutely. Maddie Green got it done on the block. As we talked about earlier, 15 points, 12 boards, dropping off 1 dime. Maddie Green getting it done.
Maddie Green, a career-high 12 rebounds, her first ever double-double. Maddie Green, our newsmaker of the game, presented by the Forum of Fargo Moorhead. Call 241-5445 today to get the Forum of Fargo Moorhead delivered tomorrow. We'll take another break and come back. You're watching live coverage of Dragons basketball on WDAY Extra.
From the time you were little, bouncing off the walls, you were told, go do something. And so you did. Then one day you found yourself in a cap and gown. Now, go do something was an invitation. Or was it a challenge? Go with Midco. We connect you with powerful, innovative technology. That's the start. Your drive and vision do the rest. Go do something. Yeah, that's definitely a challenge. You and Midco. Let's go.
Okay, one more.
All right, Benji.
Come on.
Benji.
Yes, smile.
What about the flash?
Okay, one more. Benjamin, hold
Make
it
a flash,
sideways.
Benji. You have to
Please
back it
use
up.
my
You want to get
camera.
everybody
Looking at
in.
the
You
camera?
can't get everybody in unless you back
Well,
up.
he did it.
There you go.
Did you get? Do you need me?
Don't forget to
Did you
take
get it,
one
Ben?
with my camera.
I think you got
Benjamin.
it.
Take another
That
shot.
work? I think I blinked.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings Beer Sports.
Heading to Fargo Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
All the games in the NSIC South on the women's side are finals. Upper Iowa remains winless. Wayne State beats them down in the Heartland 99-74. Augustana gets another win. It's going to set up the leaders from the South against the leaders from the North, and we'll get to that in our upcoming schedule. Concordia St. Paul wins also in the South. Minnesota Duluth beats Minot State. Look at that. Mary gets beat twice this weekend, so now the Dragons are 3 clear of the University of Mary. And in a 4 o'clock start, Northern State leads Bemidji State by the score of 44-34. And speaking of the upcoming schedule, there it is. Wayne State is here next Friday afternoon at 5:30 on the women's side, 7:30 on the men's side, and then next Saturday, anytime Augustana is in town, Dragons, Vikings, it's good stuff. And we'll have all those games next weekend here at home in Moorhead and also on WDAY Extras. We rejoin you one more time to put a bow on this women's victory tonight. The last time you saw the Dragons was over at Concordia against Northern State, and then the holiday break. I got to see them last weekend. Your impressions of them this weekend?
Hey, we saw them grow up. I talk about the freshmen, talk about the contribution from all players. Again, Maddie Green, just a phenomenal job tonight. We didn't point out, she went 3 for 3 from the three-point line. Just a matchup nightmare if she could continue to do that.
Yeah, this Dragon squad 10-0. Are you buying into it?
I am. I bought in, 15, 20 years ago. So, yeah, I'm in.
All right, Dragons win here tonight. They're 12th in a row. We'll take a break, step away. We'll rewind this wonderful machine, and we'll come back. The Dragon men will get set to take on Minnesota Crookston. Coming up next, you're watching live coverage of Dragons basketball on WDAY Extra.
Do more of what you love without being held back by joint pain. At Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our team will work with you to create a care plan that meets you where you are, choosing treatment options that fit your lifestyle, so you can get back to more outdoor adventures, more traditions, more active moments, more you. See how you can reach your more at Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Another day. And just like every day, it never seems to slow down. But you have a plan. Grab a cup, grab the paper, and grab a little time. Just for you. It's worth it. Don't get the paper? Just grab the phone. Call now and save up to 60% off the newsstand price. Journalists, bringing the story home every day.
Just looking back on myself freshman year to who I am currently, it's a complete transformation.
You walk around campus all the time, you see friendly faces, you see smiling faces, and people really, really love being here.
For me personally, I was able to get the experience and the knowledge that I needed to be successful.
I've had a pretty long journey to get here. Went to community college, changed majors, and MSUM has transformed my life just incredibly.
Prosperity is today's investment in tomorrow's promise. The promise of a better way of life. With every act of kindness, every act of creation, and with every act of love, we strengthen our community. And when we stand together as a community, we accomplish the impossible. We can choose to pass through life, or we can choose to pass on a better way of life.
Get fired up for the new Shop MSUMDragons.com, the official online store of Dragon Athletics, featuring top brands like Under Armour, Adidas, Columbia, and more. Get gear in women's, youth, toddler, and infant sizes, perfect for all of our Dragon fans. Support your favorite Dragon team with Select a Logo. Anything custom ships in 72 hours. And take your tailgating to the next level with items like bleacher chairs, tailgate tents, and lawn chairs. Get the gear and support your team with profits going directly to Dragon Athletics from Shop MSUMDragons.com.
Minnesota State University Moorhead, WDAY Extra, Dragon Athletics, and Go Team Productions presents Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons basketball. It's game number 2 of our doubleheader as the Dragon men get a rematch with Minnesota Crookston. It was fun the first time, maybe more so for a Minnesota Crookston fan, where the Golden Eagles beat the Dragons 108-88, but now the Dragons get them here at home. And good Saturday afternoon to you. My name is Steve DeStacio alongside Jared Bledsoe. Our privilege to be with here. I know you mentioned Harrison Cleary dropped 47 on the Dragons, so of course you got those eye-popping numbers put up by an individual, but this Crookston squad is so much better under our friend Dan Weiss.
True, a 20-point victory at home for Crookston. Obviously, though, the scouting report is contain or stop Cleary.
The losing ended the night before the Dragons started winning with Bemidji State after they had lost to Minnesota Crookston. So I don't know how much stuff Chad Walthall has cleaned up. I mean, certainly a different challenge here tonight, but the Dragons have been winning since playing Minnesota Crookston.
Yes, it was fun to see them get after it last night. Obviously want to, again, go 2-0 on the weekend. That was the goal coming in, but they'll have their hands full.
All right, let's take a look at our player comparison real quick. Harrison Cleary, we talked about his numbers. He's 4th in the league in scoring, averaging 22.7 points per game. 13 for Trayvon Code. That'll be a fun matchup. Let's go over to public address announcer Rick Flaxbarth with our introductions.
Welcome to Alex Nemzik Fieldhouse for Educators Weekend and Dragon Men's Basketball. Today's game features the University of Minnesota Crookston Golden Eagles and your Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons. Now please turn your attention to the scores table for the reading of the NSIC Sportsmanship Creed by Nathan Run.
The NCAA and the NSIC encourage and promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask that you cheer for your team and be respectful of the opponent. As Division II student athletes, we support a diverse and inclusive environment, and we commit to fair play, responsibility, and respect. We invite you to support our efforts. Go Dragons!
Ladies and gentlemen, MSUM is proud to be a yellow ribbon campus, and at this time we invite you to please stand and remove your hats for the presentation of colors by the Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 941, Northern Warriors. We also ask that you please remain standing in respectful silence following the anthem until the colors have been retired from the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, let us honor America with the singing of our national anthem by MSUM Mathematics Professor Justin James.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Now let's meet tonight's starters. First of all, for the Golden Eagles. At guard, a 6'1 junior, number 0, Harrison Cleary. At guard, a 6'1 sophomore, number 2, Ben Jewell. At forward, a 6'8 sophomore, number 21, Chase Johnson. At forward, a 6'7 senior, number 25, Chase Knickerbocker. And at forward, a 6'6 senior, number 30, Josh Collins. The Golden Eagles are coached by Dan Weiss, associate head coach Brian Beermish. Assistant coaches are Creighton Nash and Danny Schroeder. And now for your Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons. At guard, a 6'1 junior from Maple Grove, Minnesota, number 1, Johnny Baninga. At guard, a 6'1 senior from Reading, Pennsylvania, number 5, Trayvon Code. At guard, a 6'4 freshman from Fargo, North Dakota, number 11, Simon Sem. At guard, a 6'4 freshman from Plymouth, Minnesota, number 13, Gavin Baumgartner. And at center, a 6'10 freshman from Audubon, Minnesota, number 35, Jesse Bird. Their head coach, Chad Walthoff, assisted by
Welcome back, everyone. Men's basketball about to start here. A little note from the coaches. On the Crookston side of things, they're just looking to bounce back tonight against that loss against Northern. And on the Minnesota State University Moorhead side, they're just looking to slow number 0 Harrison Cleary down, as well as just keep it rolling. Guys.
Isn't that the question? That's the only question tonight. The one question is how to stop number 0, but this team is so much more than that. They also boast one of the best defensive players in the league in Gable Smith. You did not see him get introduced. He is in street clothes tonight as he took a spill last night. No Gable Smith for Minnesota Crookston. I wonder how much that's going to change the dynamic of Minnesota Crookston.
Again, that puts more focus on containing Clary. As we know, like you said, 10 points first half, 37 second half points last time they met the Dragons, so we'll see what happens.
All right, the two teams exchange pleasantries at midcourt. Josh Collins and Jesse Berger at midcourt. Doug Vitava is our lead referee. Jeff Coombe and Lucas Pearson also are wearing stripes tonight. Minnesota Crookston wins the tap, and we are underway. Here is Harrison Cleary going against Trayvon Code as the Dragons come out in a man.
Yeah, Dragons come out matched up man-to-man as expected. Crookston getting some nice ball movement. Cleary has the ball here.
Here he is, firing, not getting the tip is Josh Collins, and Simon Sem grabs the rebound. Here comes Johnny Baninga. Speaking of energy, boy, Harrison Cleary's got a lot. Johnny Baninga might even have more.
Yeah, Dragons come out 4-high set. Golden Eagles matching up man-to-man.
Baumgartner through the lane, lost his lunch, and it's a jump ball. This will be Dragon basketball with 9 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
See if the Dragons can get something early inside the Berg. He had a solid first half last night.
Code with 5.
Got the matchup you want.
A wild shot thrown up by Trayvon Code, and he scores.
Tough finish there by Code.
So the Dragons score in the first minute. Here's Cleary. He'll kick it backwards to Chase Knickerbocker, who's going to fire and hit.
Nice looking stroke there by Knickerbocker.
Knickerbocker's second on the team. 3 Golden Eagles average in double figures. Jewell, Knickerbocker, and Cleary. Gable Smith not big offensively, just averaging 3.8 points per game, but his defensive prowess and his led the NCAA Division II in blocked shots last year. Not in action tonight. Baumgartner in the lane couldn't score. The rebound got knocked out of Jesse Berg's hands. Here's Cleary. A bounce pass to Jewell, who can't hit. Beninga the long rebound. Here's Johnny.
Oh, nice decision there. Nice follow by Berg. And you want to see Beninga to continue to be aggressive to the basket. Berg with the follow-up.
Here's Cleary. 0 for 1 so far. What do you have? 25 last night against Northern State. Now Sem draws the assignment. Knickerbocker walks.
Nice defense there by Baumgartner.
So the Dragons get the ball back. Slow start, 4-2. Dragons up, 17:35 remaining. Here in the first half on the men's side. Home this weekend, home next weekend for a little North versus South. Oh, Trayvon with the hesitation.
Nice little hesitant finish there by Trayvon. Has an early 4 points for the Dragons. And that's one way to go about this game. Go at Cleary, make him play some defense.
Here is Harrison Cleary, nowhere to go. So far, Code has been on him. Collins, the foul, or gets fouled. Foul gets whistled against, who'd they get, Jesse? They did. Remember, Simon Sem was in foul trouble last night. This is Josh Collins at the free throw line, clanking try number 1. Collins just a 65% free throw shooter as you get a good look at former assistant Dan Weiss.
Yeah, we mentioned Sim got in early foul trouble. If the Dragons want to be successful in pulling out a victory tonight, they're definitely going to have to get Sim involved early and often.
Collins hits 1 of 2. The Dragon lead is 3. Berg up top, and Baumgartner from long. Won't go, and Knickerbocker outjumps Sem. Blank outjumps Sem. How often do you hear that? Cleary rejected underneath. I think Gavin Baumgartner got a hand on it.
Great help side defense there by the Dragons. Dragons looking to run.
Sem, and a tip in by Baumgartner.
Another offensive rebound there by the Dragons. Again, the energy. We talked about that on the for the weekend. The Dragons definitely have to have the energy and that second effort there by Baumgartner.
Chase Johnson, who started tonight for Gable Smith, number 21. I believe that was his first touch. Here's Cleary. Collins underneath, off balance, scores and gets fouled. I think Collins was in mid-stride. Watch it again. Right about here, he didn't know what to do. He saw a 6'10", 250-pound guy bearing down on him. You'd probably be nervous too.
Yeah, great adjustment there by Collins. And you got to credit Cleary on the find. Obviously, we talked about his scoring, but, man, able to find Collins on the roll. 3-point opportunity here at the line.
He'll miss, Code the rebound. Cleary has 65 assists, so he's averaging about, 5 assists, 4 assists per game. He's not selfish. He shoots a lot, sure. He's not selfish. Just can score. Here's Addy Park in the ball game for
nice find.
Berg. Park scores and gets fouled.
The and one by Park, picking up where he left off last night.
You talk about bringing energy. 18 first half points for Addy Park last night.
Very impressive performance last night by Addy Park, and he comes in right away and giving the Dragons a bucket and an opportunity for 3 at the stripe.
He was fouled by Johnson. Park, the and one. It's 11-5. The Dragons up by a half a dozen here with 15:40 remaining in the first half. Cleary just got sent to the ground. Here is our friend Jeff Coombe saying Simon Sem gets whistled for the foul. I always kid with Jeff Coombe. I said, they're not yelling Coombe, they're booing you. Nice fellow. Good official, too, here in the NSIC. If the officials can laugh, then we can, too. Because you know what? I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. They're people, too.
Indeed they are.
Some people don't believe that, but they're people, too.
They're people, too.
And more people come in for, oh, there's Javier Nicolau from Castellon, Spain. He played, Jared, not for Tennessee Martin like you or for Stu. He played for UCAM in Murcia, Spain. I don't know what UCAM is, as Harrison Cleary makes 1 out of 2, but I'm sure they've got a fine team. They're probably the Bulldogs.
Probably Bulldogs? Okay.
Could be. 11-6, Dragons on top. Beninga. No. Sem wanted to throw it home. Problem is, didn't have something to throw it home. Cleary,
nice
what a
dime.
look. Oh, and 1.
Big time pass by Cleary. Finding number 12, Viken. Viken streaking.
That's Cohen.
That's Cohen?
That's 12, Malcolm Cohen.
Yeah, Malcolm Cohen running the floor, finishing. The Detroit native.
That was a long assist. You talk about court awareness and presence. That was fun to see.
It was a bounce pass through traffic. Again, Cleary not getting the credit to be a distributor, but definitely found his teammate there. Park with the reverse finish.
13-9. The Dragons are up by 4 as we approach 15 minutes. This is Jewell. Knickerbocker. Spinning on Baumgartner. Gavin the rebound.
Solid defense there by Gavin Baumgartner. Dragons looking to run.
Here's Bryce Ersfeld who came in, goes around Cleary. Uh-oh. Harrison Cleary tiptoeing on the other side of the floor as we hit the media timeout. 14:41 remaining here in the first half on the men's side. Dragons up 13-9.
From the time you were little, bouncing off the walls, you were told, go do something. And so you did. Then one day you found yourself in a cap and gown. Now, go do something was an invitation. Or was it a challenge? Go with Midco. We connect you with powerful, innovative technology. That's the start. Your drive and vision do the rest. Go do something. Yeah, that's definitely a challenge. You and Midco. Let's go.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Spicy Pie, where you can get 15% off all day, every day with a student ID. Spicy Pie, I've had their pie, Jared. That is good stuff. Spicy Pie, pizzas, grinders, beer. Take a look at what happened last night here on the men's side for Bemidji State. They were hanging around all night long. Oh, look at that give and go. Britt Bussman on the business end. Pretty look by Addie Park, but ultimately the Dragons would win the game, and Chad Walthall would pick up career win number 300, celebrate with his family and his Dragons family, including his boss, Doug Peters. Club 300, Chad Walthall, the newest member of this exclusive club.
Very exclusive club. Congratulations again to Coach. Tremendous job leading the Dragons.
I remember that pose right there that you see on the right under our sponsors, Affinity Plus and Sodexo. That was after the Dragons won their first NSIC North title, beating the University of Mary in overtime. Those were fun times. Fun times here. Britt Bussman in the ballgame, the Milner, North Dakota native for the Dragons. This is Beninga from the third row.
Nice pull-up jump shot by Beninga. I tell you, Johnny gets his rhythm going, man. He is hard to guard because he can knock down that shot and obviously hesitate and get to the basket.
Cohen from downtown. He's got a deep three and an old school three. 16-12, 14:04 remaining here in the first half. This is Ersfeld.
Detroit native has a smooth game to him. Let's see if the Dragons will be able to contain and contest. Dragons being patient, trying to get it inside. Got it inside the park where they want it.
Addy got rejected. Oh, what a play by Javier Nicolau.
Nicolau with great defense.
And a foul on Busman. You know I'm bilingual. I've got a Spanish minor. That block, you know what they say in Spain?
What do they say?
El block. 13:38 remaining here in the first half.
Bill. Wow, Steve, come on now.
Cleary, scoreless so far. Nicolau, Jewell, they wind it around the perimeter, and it's Cohen. He'll score easily. 8 for Malcolm Cohen off the bench. 16-14.
Dragons being patient, trying to get another touch inside.
Well, they got Park, but he's outside. And a foul on Nicolau. That's un foul.
Man, stop. You
All
gotta
right,
stop.
I'll stop.
I literally thought you knew some Spanish. I really did.
I do have a minor in it. It was 30 years ago.
I'm thinking no hablo español on your part.
A long, long time ago. Addy from deep.
Oh, Addy Park getting it done from inside, now outside with the triple.
19-14, and now the crowd's going to get on Cleary. Is that going to get him started? I'm sure Chad Walthall doesn't want that to happen. Jewell all the way in, could not score. Nicolau loses the ball. Dragons have hit 6 of their first 11 shots. Minnesota Crookston just 3 for 7. Neither team has hit a bomb. The Dragons are out rebounding Minnesota Crookston 8-3.
Yeah, I don't know about the crowd heckling. I had an opportunity to watch a young man by the name of Drew Holiday in high school. He got off to a very, very slow start, went maybe 0 for 5. One of the crowd hecklers kept going at him, and he asked him, "Are you talking to me?" And then 37 points later on a victory. So might want to leave Cleary alone.
He'll get the ball inside, and doing some midair adjustment was Chase Johnson.
Solid move there by Chase Johnson. And again, Cleary getting his teammates involved. Not taking a ton of shots early. Ersfeld with a 3.
Cleary has 4 assists. He's 0 for 2, but has 4 assists. 22-16. There's the
and again,
fade away.
And he looks over to the crowd.
Yeah, he's going to do that. 22-18. Sem up top, Beninga.
Oh,
Johnny,
nice.
oh, what a move.
Changing gears. Getting to the cup. Nice move there by Beninga.
Cleary wasn't scoreless here. He goes again.
I'm telling you, man. From a player standpoint, Steve, my best games were on the road because you got the heckling and you get to just get busy. And Cleary's definitely capable of doing that. I hope the crowd leaves him alone.
I said Chad Walthall probably wants to tell the folks behind us to just button it. Here's Beninga. Busman. 9 on the shot clock for Addison Park. That's a deep 3. Does hit the rim. Sem elevates. Ersfeld, an NBA 3.
Nice shot by Ersfeld, and the offensive rebound by Sim. Wasn't even able to do that last night because he was in foul trouble. Getting involved, and Ersfeld feeling it early.
Cleary in front of the Dragon bench. Sem defends. That is a tough shot made easy by Malcolm Cohen, who has 10.
10 points. Again, the Detroit native from the Motor City getting it done early.
He's got his engines revving off the bench. Ersfeld and now Sem. Park from in front of us for 3.
Addy Park, 11 points.
30-22 as we cross over the 10-minute mark.
You said it was going to be a fun one, Steve. A great help side by Busman.
A jump ball The possession arrow will favor Minnesota Crookston after the break. 9:53 left in the first half. The Dragons have extended their lead to 8.
Okay, one more.
All right, Benji.
Come on.
Benji.
Yes, smile.
Come on,
What
Benj.
about the flash?
Okay, one more.
Benjamin, hold it
Make a flash,
sideways.
Benji. You have to
Please
back
use
it up.
my
You want to
camera.
get everybody
Looking at
in.
the
You
camera?
can't get everybody in unless you back
Well,
up.
he did it. He did
There
it.
you go.
Did you get? Did you need me? Did you?
Don't forget to
Did you
take
get it,
home with my
Benj?
camera.
I think you got it.
Benjamin.
Take another
Huh?
shot.
I think I blinked.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings Beer Sports.
Promotional Solutions is a collection of marketers, creators, designers, finance guys, and fangirls with a passion for good products and design. They strive every day to live up to their namesake by creating awesome promotional solutions. Visit promotingus.com for all of your promo product, apparel, and marketing needs. And Matt Bus has been serving the Fargo-Moorhead area since 1974. New from Matt Bus is Link FM. It's the fun, fast, and free way to get around downtown. For more information, go to mattbus.com. Try it today. Go green. Ride Matt Bus. Jared, you have some numbers in front of you. What do they say?
Yeah, 17 of the 30 points for the Dragons have come from the bench. Just a tremendous job. We talk about Addie Park get going 11 points, 4 for 6 from the field, 2 for 3 so far from behind the arc.
Alexis Kennedy, you were just behind the Dragon bench. What did Chad Walthall have to say?
He talked with his weak side post players, and he wants them to be aggressive and multitask. So looking on that weak side, helping them, as well as on the switches that they have to communicate, and that's the whole entire team.
Yeah, he loves his communication during those shoot-around. They practice. This is Chase Knickerbocker from downtown. They practice talking, yelling, communicating to one another. Jared, you're shaking your head.
Oh my goodness, it's such a huge part of a team effort. You got to communicate, whether it's on the ball, away from the ball, defensively, offensively. It just is vital to the success of any team.
Jewell up top, and now it's Cleary. Cleary has nowhere to go. Here's Jewell penetrating. No. Jake Johnson in the ball game for a second consecutive night and third consecutive game in. Finds Ersfeld for 3. No. Knickerbocker the rebound.
Heat check there for Ersfeld.
Yeah.
Started out 2 for 2, now 2 for 3 from the three-point line.
Cleary wants it back, and a travel gets whistled, and I think everybody on the floor wanted to know what Doug Vitava saw. Maybe it was 21 Johnson. Might have bunny hopped in the lane. So the Dragons get the ball back, up by 8. They lost by 20 up in Crookston.
You mentioned earlier the officials are human.
They're people too.
They're people too.
Yeah. Last time I checked. Baumgartner. No. Knickerbocker. Flat-footed rebound. Here comes Cleary. Harrison on the hop has 5 points and 5 dishes. He'll get it in front of the Dragon bench. This is his range.
Dragons are switching screens, so it'll be interesting how they handle Cleary. They're doubling, or they're switching.
They got him on Ersfeld. He's going to fire from long range, and I think he got his shot blocked, and Baumgartner comes down with the rebound. Collins went down. Here comes Gavin Baumgartner. Cleary shadows. Jake Johnson wants the ball. And the Dragons, Trayvon Code has it.
Golden Eagles are switching screens too, allowing this matchup down low for Johnson. Advantage, finishing in the lane. And Jewell challenged at 6'1", trying to guard Johnson at 6'8". It's a bad matchup for the Golden Eagles.
Collins, oh, great find by Johnson. 32-24.
Something you start to see the second half of the season is the chemistry, and we see that on both teams, whether the women and the men's side. teams are able to find and set up teammates, and we saw that by the Golden Eagles that last possession.
Jared, I think that's a great point. I also really believe it's this belief in themselves, and that can bring a team together. I mean, Chad Walthaw has always used the word identity, trying to find out what this team's identity is, as you see Jake Johnson with an excellent position, blocking out Chase Johnson. So Chase Johnson fouls Jake Johnson, who goes to the free throw line for 2 after a short delay. I don't know what exactly Lucas Pearson is doing. Oh, okay, they changed the foul. It wasn't on Johnson, it was on Knickerbocker.
Okay.
Jake's first free throw has a lot to be desired. For the latest news and schedule information for all of your favorite Dragon sports, visit MSUMDragons.com, the official website of Dragon Athletics. I think I could say that. I said hi to his hometown last weekend.
You showed his hometown some love. You did.
Am I allowed to have that? I talked to Jake last night. I said, you came in the game, gave the Dragons some quality minutes, just like he is tonight. He just had a bad free throw. He's human too, right?
Indeed he is.
Last time I checked. 33-24, 6.5 to go. Here's Cleary. Dishing to Jewell. Cleary left open. He'll hit from deep.
Got to communicate the switches. Cannot leave him open.
All of a sudden, Harrison Cleary has 8. This is Erzfeld
nice
leaving it for Jake Johnson.
Excellent find by Erzfeld. We've seen him shoot the ball, but excellent job there penetrating pitching to Johnson.
See, the game against Crookston may be the last game the Dragons did not play that well. This is Jewell from downtown. He'll hit, but I mean, this is a different team. They won after losing by 20 at Crookston. The next night at Bemidji, their first road win in a long, long time, in over a year. Now all of a sudden they put together a winning streak, and that's why they're playing like this, and they've got the longest winning streak in the NSIC as an offensive foul gets whistled against Javier Nicolau, his second. Park will check back in. Jake Johnson will sit down after 3 or 4 quality minutes. Another short delay. Nicolau will sit down, and Chase Johnson will come back in. And now Jeff Coombe will talk to Dan Weiss.
I agree. There's quite a few unusual pauses in the action here.
Here comes Erzfeld. Code. He has not done a lot offensively so far. He's got a couple of buckets, but the job he's done so far on Cleary has been terrific, as Erzfeld now has 3 threes in this first half. 38-30. Cleary lost the ball.
Great help side there by Erzfeld. Dragons looking to run.
Code. No. Baumgartner.
Another offensive rebound for the Dragons.
And the ball gets hit off of Cleary's shoulder and out of bounds as Malcolm Cohen will come back in. Knickerbocker will have a seat on Dan Weiss's bench.
Savvy play there by Erzfeld, knocking the ball off Cleary. And again, if you're the Dragons, you want to go at Cleary offensively. Go at him. He played 39 minutes last night. Definitely want to continue to see what he has left in the tank.
Well, he plays 36 a game. He averages, he's the Energizer Bunny. Now, whether it takes a toll on him or not, I don't know. Park got behind. Oh, Collins. That is great help side defense.
Great help side defense indeed, Steve. I don't think Addie Park was anticipating that.
Jewell. Cross court.
Oh, got a mismatch inside.
Yeah, it was Erzfeld and Collins. Jewell bombing from downtown. Minnesota Crookston back to within 5, going for their first ever season sweep of the Dragons.
Ever?
Ever. Well, ever 20 years since they joined the league. There's the offensive foul on Ersfeld.
A great defensive job there by Chase Johnson, 6'8", sophomore, sitting down, drawing the charge.
4:02 remaining in the first half. Good ball game here on the men's side.
Heading to Fargo Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn and Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn and Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
The Eggers Agency in Moorhead has served Fargo, Moorhead, and beyond for over 20 years. So if you're looking for a good neighbor agency in our community, call the Eggers Agency at 218-233-1334 or stop by. The Eggers Agency is located on 8th Street in Moorhead. And this is our Gate City Bank My School Spirit Card Fan Cam. Ask for a Dragon debit card and they'll make a donation directly to Dragon scholarships. 38-33, the Dragons have hit 15 of 29 shots, including 6 of 12 from long range. The Dragons are out rebounding Minnesota Crookston 15-10. Malcolm Cohen leads all Crookston Golden Eagles with 10 points. He's made 4 of 4 shots, 1 of 1 from behind the arc for the Dragons. Addison Park leading the way. He didn't start. He's played the majority of the minutes over Jesse Berg, and Addie got 11 in a hurry.
I know, and it looks like he's buying into this role as being the offensive spark off the benches. He's done a tremendous job so far this weekend.
Jewell. And now Cohen hits again.
Oh, boy. Rhythm shot there for Cohen, giving him 13 first half points.
So Minnesota Crookston back to within a deuce. Baumgartner dips into the lane.
Got to get better spacing if you're the Dragons. There you go, reset.
Yeah, there are a lot of red jerseys in one area. 5 on the shot clock. Park knows it. And an offensive foul. Addie out of control.
And another great defensive job there by Johnson. Sitting down, help side defense. First time on the ball, this time away on help side.
Yeah, Collins was wondering who the foul was. He said, "You're not calling that on me." On that guy, yeah. On me, no. So Minnesota Crookston can tie it up with a deuce, take the lead with a bomb. Here's Cleary. They'll find Cohen. That's probably a good idea because this guy hasn't missed tonight. Wow. The Golden Eagles, was that a deuce or a 3?
Looked like it was a 2. Oh, nice dime there by Ersfeld. Addie Park, 13 points for him now.
40-38. Here's Cleary. In his last 5 games, he has averaged almost 30 points per game against the Dragons, shooting 39 of 74. He got off to a slow start when he threw down 47 on the Dragons. He had 1 field goal in the first 16 minutes and then did all of his damage.
I know we talked about earlier with Odor having a chance to play professionally after that. I would argue that Cleary definitely has an overseas style game on the professional level.
I'm going to use a phrase of yours. That was a heat check. Cohen just missed for the first time tonight. 40-40, 1:45 remaining.
Matchup you want inside. Park's got Cleary. Oh, and a miscue by Baumgartner.
Code will check in, and Ersfeld will sit down.
And those are the plays you talk about, the freshmen, redshirt freshmen there. You just got to dribble out, create a good angle, and get it inside. I mean, Cleary definitely at a size advantage trying to bang inside with Park. Or I should say size disadvantage trying to guard Park.
Here comes Cleary. He's made 3 of 6 shots so far. Hasn't really forced anything except maybe that three-pointer that he got blocked. Here he is, and he'll miss here in front of the Dragon bench. Here comes Benninga. Code trying to get around Jewell. Instead, he'll just go over top of him, and that was a force. Sem kept that alive.
Another offensive rebound for the Dragons.
1 minute remaining.
Park working on Johnson. Addy tried to go glass. Sem couldn't get it away from Collins. Here comes Josh Collins over to Jewell.
Nice
right around
Euro
Code, no
step.
score.
Jewell with a nice little Euro step finish.
42-40, Golden Eagles back on top.
Glad to see the officials aren't calling that a travel anymore. At one point, that was considered
Is it a travel?
It is not a travel. 2 steps just used uniquely as Jewell tried to draw the charge on Benninga.
When I saw LeBron James say, that's my move, and it was this Euro step plus a crab, whatever the H-E double hockey sticks that is. Jeez. A walk is a walk.
I agree.
Whether your name's LeBron, Michael, or Jared, a walk is a walk.
Not Steve, though.
I'm stepping off my soapbox. 30 seconds remaining in the first half. The still but barely employed Steve DeStatio, along with Jared Bledsoe and Alexis Kennedy, who's hanging out waiting to talk to Chad Walthall before he runs into the halftime locker room of this tight ball game. 15 on the shot clock. The difference between the shot clock and the game clock is about 10. Benninga. Johnny did everything but put it in. Baumgartner.
Big time rebound there by Baumgartner. Another offensive rebound for the Dragons.
Here comes Cohen. Trying to go around Benninga. Doesn't. And that's going to do it for half number 1. Tied 42-42 as Alexis Kennedy is looking for Chad Walthall. Did she find him? She did. Alexis.
Coach Harrison clearly pretty quiet in this first half. What do you need to do to contain him in the second?
Well, the thing is, he's such a good player. You try to get all your resources toward him, but they've got a lot of talented other guys that can score. And so we've given them a few open looks, and they've hit them. I mean, boy, number 12 and number 2 or whatever, I mean, they're just on fire. So, we're doing a good job on Cleary. It's just those other guys are stepping up. They're a good basketball team. They're tough to guard. So we're going to have to actually play defense with our offense a little bit, run sets, make them guard, hopefully get them fatigued.
Thank you. See you in the second half. Steve, Jared.
Alexis, thank you very much. We're tied at 42 here at the half. Stay tuned. Got an MSU Moorhead halftime news break and much, much more. You're watching live coverage of MSU Moorhead Dragon men's basketball on WDAY Extra.
Update or download to the all-new MSUM Dragons app on iTunes and Google Play. The new app features customized following of only your favorite Dragons teams, incredible in-app live stats and media coverage, and our fired-up rewards program all in one easy-to-use app. Update your Dragons app, search MSUM in your app store, or visit msumdragons.com/app to download the new MSUM Dragons app today.
Okay, one more.
All right, Benji.
Come on.
Benji.
Yes, smile. Come
What about the flash?
Okay, one more. Benjamin, hold it
Make
sideways.
a flash, Benji. You have to
Please
back it
use
up.
my
You want to get
camera.
everybody in. You can't get everybody in unless you back
Well,
up.
he did it. He did
There
it.
you go.
Did you
get? Do you need me?
Don't forget to
Did you
take
get it,
one
Ben?
with my
Benji.
camera.
I think you got
Benjamin.
it.
Take another
shot. I think I blinked.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings Beer Sports.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. That's msumdragons.com/swim.
Today's Dragons Live coverage is brought to you by BSN, The Courtyard by Marriott, Herbert & Gerbert's, Richards Transportation, Shields of Moorhead, Shucks Bus Service, Buffalo Wild Wings, Forum Communications.
Hello everyone, I'm Tanner Robinson and welcome to the MSUM Halftime Report. I hope you're all enjoying Dragons basketball. We caught up with men's basketball senior forward Addison Park to see how he uses the power of prayer to push his game to the next level.
Was it more of like a discovery of faith or a rediscovery of faith once you joined men's basketball?
I'd say, yeah, definitely once I came to college, I definitely grew my faith and, definitely got to know more, like, who Jesus was and, who God was and through Athletes in Action and through crew and, through basketball as well, just having other believers on the team, definitely sparked a growth. It changes your perspective, while you're playing basketball and why you're playing it, and it motivates you, in a different way. And it talks about it in the Bible, being a light, like a city on a hill, like, everyone can see it. And I'm just trying to live, how Jesus wants me to live and live how he did. And I hope I'm doing that and I can do that with my teammates because we're with each other all the time. And I just hope that just the way they see me living, the way I play basketball and the way I live my life off the court, hopefully that can somehow, help us, play better together on the court. We started praying, before our game and during the halftime of the girls' game. We would just go into our locker room and we started inviting people to come join us. And we've had times where there's 6 or 7 of us that have all been praying for stuff and we're just praying about the game, praying about our lives and praying for whatever the the Holy Spirit put on our hearts. And there's a few guys in the past and even a couple guys now that I definitely have a lot of spiritual conversations with and bounce ideas off one another. And there's guys on the team that pray for me and I can pray for them and we can talk about things we're struggling with, or we we celebrate things that need to be celebrated and stuff that are happening in our lives. So it's good to have that on a team because basketball is stressful and stuff like that and whatnot. So it's good to just take that stress and I can be able to look to God and then Jesus for just a reminder of who I am and what my identity is and stuff like that.
Thank you, Addison, for sharing something so personal with us. And thank you for sticking with us for the MSUM Halftime Report. Stay right there. More Dragons basketball to come right after the break.
Today's Dragons Live coverage is brought to you by Matt Buss, Midco, Moorhead Public Service, Papa John's, Pepsi, Sanford Health, State Farm agent David Eggers, and Minnesota State University Moorhead. Get fired up for the new shop MSUMDragons.com, the official online store of Dragon Athletics, featuring top brands like Under Armour, Adidas, Columbia, and more. Get gear in women's, youth, toddler, and infant sizes, perfect for all of our Dragon fans. Support your favorite Dragon team with Select a Logo. Anything custom ships in 72 hours. And take your tailgating to the next level with items like bleacher chairs, tailgate tents, and lawn chairs. Get the gear and support your team with profits going directly to Dragon Athletics from shop MSUMDragons.com.
Do more of what you love without being held back by joint pain. At Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our team will work with you to create a care plan that meets you where you are, choosing treatment options that fit your lifestyle, so you can get back to more outdoor adventures, more traditions, more active moments, more you. See how you can reach your more at Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Just looking back on myself freshman year to who I am currently, it's a complete transformation.
You walk around campus all the time, you see friendly faces, you see smiling faces, and people really, really love being here.
For me personally, I was able to get the experience and the knowledge that I needed to be successful.
I've had a pretty long journey to get here. Went to community college, changed majors, and MSUM has transformed my life just incredibly.
You always do this. You had a couple of pops in you and got cocky. Who's up for a game of wing roulette, you said? Because you thought it'd be funny to watch one of your friends get stuck with the hot one. But your friends, they got teriyaki, then spicy garlic, and then Asian zing. And now you're looking at the last one and you're thinking, my God, what have I done?
Update or download to the all-new MSUM Dragons app on iTunes and Google Play. The new app features customized following of only your favorite Dragons teams, incredible in-app live stats and media coverage, and our fired-up rewards program all in one easy-to-use app. Update your Dragons app, search MSUM in your app store, or visit msumdragons.com/app to download the new MSUM Dragons app today.
Welcome back to Alex Nemzik Hall in Moorhead. We advertise a good ball game. We got one. 42-42 here on the men's side. Let's take a look at some halftime highlights. Gavin Baumgartner, that is a pretty move. We all know he can shoot the three, does so many other things. There's Johnny Benenga hitting Addy Park for the and one. That was a pretty move. Here comes Malcolm Cohen. Look at that bounce pass and court awareness by Harrison Cleary. He can do more than just score. Bryce Ersfeld, we know he can score. That was an NBA three. This is Ben Jewell scoring 8 points. 3 of them right there. He didn't get 8 on that shot. This is Malcolm Cohen. Also, he had all 15 points off the bench, Jared, in the first half for Minnesota Crookston, who lit it up, shooting 57% from the floor.
Yeah, both teams shooting a high percentage from behind the arc. As we mentioned, Golden Eagles going 5 for 10, Dragons going 6 for 12. Just scorching hot. And both teams are taking care of the basketball. Single-digit turnovers, only 4 for each team.
Yeah, this hasn't been a ton of high energy in this ball game, but you look at the numbers, it's been clean. It's 42-42. It's competitive, and now it just comes down to the final 20 minutes.
I agree. I think it's going to come down to the team that provides the most energy. I agree with you.
42-42 is our halftime score. We're back with more right after this. You're watching live coverage of Dragons basketball on WDAY Extra.
From the time you were little, bouncing off the walls, you were told, go do something. And so you did. Then one day you found yourself in a cap and gown. Now, go do something was an invitation. Or was it a challenge? Go with Midco. We connect you with powerful, innovative technology. That's the start. Your drive and vision do the rest. Go do something. Yeah, that's definitely a challenge. You and Midco. Let's go.
Okay, one more.
All right, Benji. Come on.
Benji.
Yes, smile.
Come on, what about the flash?
Okay, one more.
Benjamin, hold
Make
it
a flash,
sideways.
Benji. You have to
Please
back it
use
up.
my
You want to
phone.
get everybody in. You
camera?
can't get everybody in unless you back
Well,
up.
he did it.
There you go.
Did you get? Do you need me? Did you?
Don't forget to
Did you
take
get it,
home
Ben?
my camera.
I think you got it.
Benjamin.
Take another
Oh,
shot.
I think I blinked.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings Beer Sports.
Heading to Fargo Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
Do more of what you love without being held back by joint pain. At Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our team will work with you to create a care plan that meets you where you are, choosing treatment options that fit your lifestyle, so you can get back to more outdoor adventures, more traditions, more active moments, more you. See how you can reach your more at Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Another day. And just like every day, it never seems to slow down. But you have a plan. Grab a cup, grab the paper, and grab a little time. Just for you. It's worth it. Don't get the paper? Just grab the phone. Call now and save up to 60% off the newsstand price. Journalists, bringing the story home every day.
Just looking back on myself freshman year to who I am currently, it's a complete transformation.
You walk around campus all the time, you see friendly faces, you see smiling faces, and people really, really love being here.
For me personally, I was able to get the experience and the knowledge that I needed to be successful.
I've had a pretty long journey to get here. Went to community college, changed majors, and MSUM has transformed my life just incredibly.
All right, these are games in the South. They all started at 5:30. Wayne State, Winona State, the University of Sioux Falls, Minnesota State, Mankato. Matt Margenthaler's squad had trouble scoring last night, trying to come back with a win tonight against Southwest Minnesota State. How about Winona State clubbing Augustana in Sioux Falls? Scores up here in the Northland, Minnesota Duluth, and Justin Wick leads Minot at the half. Bemidji and Northern just underway. St. Cloud State leads the University of Mary 31-30 at the half. We wrap it up here tonight for this weekend, and then next Friday night we're back at it. Wayne State is here next Friday, 5:30 on the women's side, 7:30 on the men's side, and then it's Augustana here next Saturday afternoon. Women at 3:30, men at 5:30. You'll be quizzed later. Steve DeStacio, Jared Bledsoe back, and I need some Bledsoe bullets. You got 3 of them for me this time?
I got 3 of them.
Let's go, hit them.
Offensively, the Dragons have to continue to crash the glass. 7 offensive rebounds so far. Want to continue to contest the three-pointer. They shot 50%, the Golden Eagles did, 50% from the three-point line. So you got to contest and obviously limit Cleary, all right? He had 8 points, 6 dimes, only 1 turnover. So you know he's going to want to get going in the second half.
If you're Chad Walthall, so Cleary had what? 8 points, 8 points in the first half. If he gets 8 points in the second half, you're happy. You got to be, don't you?
Yes. But last time he had 10, finished over 37 the second half. So Dragons got to keep that in mind.
Right, but again, this team isn't all about Harrison Cleary. Jewell, Cohen, and that's exactly what Chad Walthall talked about with Alexis Kennedy going into the locker room. There is Chad Walthall in the middle as we start this second half. The Dragon men trying to make this a perfect Dragon weekend. The women won last night, and tonight the Dragon men won last night, a 2-point thriller over Bemidji State. And they're looking for the win here over a game and improved Minnesota Crookston squad as Trayvon Code loses the ball. Chase Johnson took it away from him.
Excellent help
Knickerbocker
side D.
for the lead. No.
Excellent help side D by Chase Johnson. Trayvon Code able to come away with that defensive rebound.
I've been talking about that victory for the Dragons the night after. Berg, yes. The night after the Dragons lost to Minnesota Crookston. That's what started the spark. A win on the road has turned into this 5-game winning streak. Now, with that said, Minnesota Crookston has lost 12 straight NSIC road games. You got to go all the way back to December of 2017. So maybe this team has had doubts about themselves.
True. You know, like you said, losing 12 in a row on the road.
That's a whole season.
Yeah. You definitely want to get in the win column there as Berg knocks down the free throw.
The foul was also on Chase Johnson. That's his third early in this second half. Dragons up 45-42. Here's Harrison Cleary. 8 points, 6 assists. Knickerbocker from deep, no. Berg wrestles the ball away from Sem. Here comes Johnny Benninga. Takes a trip through the lane. Now he's going to try a three.
Great teamwork there by Code and Benninga. And that's the type of chemistry you talk about. You want to start to see as we inch into the 2019 portion of the season. Great chemistry there by the Dragons.
Here's Cleary, pushed by Code. Just Trayvon's first foul. How well? So we look at the stat sheet, and the stat sheet does not tell us how well Code played in the first half defensively on Harrison Cleary.
Yeah, we talked about limiting his touches, limiting what he does and his effectiveness in this game.
There's a cheapie.
Yeah, unfortunately, right on cue, Cleary with the easy bucket under the basket. But yeah, you got to give credit to Code that first half, as well as the other supporting cast members that had to guard Cleary.
48-44. The Dragon lead is 4. Here's Code up top, Benninga. Cohen looked away for just a second, a nanosecond, and Benninga went the other way. This is Jewell. Cohen, no. Berg grabs the rebound. Here comes Simon Sem. He hasn't scored. Benninga and Code. And a foul. Berg had a mismatch just for a moment. I'm sure Chad Walthall would love that. Berg and Jewell.
Absolutely, and that's the patience, that's the maturity you want to see out of your team coming into the second half. Move the ball around, know that the Golden Eagles are switching some of the screen action, get it inside.
Benninga,
he
just too quick.
Yeah, nice crossover finish. And every now and then, more times than not, we see Johnny just have a different gear and motor. And one of those nights seemed like tonight, where he just makes his mind up and gets to the basket.
Collins challenging Berg. No, Jesse playing like a man possessed here in the first 3 minutes.
Nice pass by
Benninga to Kevin Baumgartner.
Excellent find by Benninga, and Baumgartner with the reverse.
How'd he see him? Dan Weiss is trying to figure that out. Maybe he's going to look at a replay on this timeout.
Prosperity is today's investment in tomorrow's promise. The promise of a better way of life. With every act of kindness, every act of creation, and with every act of love, we strengthen our community. And when we stand together as a community, we accomplish the impossible. We can choose to pass through life, or we can choose to pass on a better way of life.
Get fired up for the new Shop MSUMDragons.com, the official online store of Dragon Athletics, featuring top brands like Under Armour, Adidas, Columbia, and more. Get gear in women's, youth, toddler, and infant sizes, perfect for all of our Dragon fans. Support your favorite Dragon team with Select a logo. Anything custom ships in 72 hours. And take your tailgating to the next level with items like bleacher chairs, tailgate tents, and lawn chairs. Get the gear and support your team with profits going directly to Dragon Athletics from Shop MSUMDragons.com.
Tonight's ball games here on WDAY Extra is sponsored by Spicy Pie, where they have a $5 lunch special every day from 11 o'clock until 2 p.m. You get 2 slices of pie, a fountain drink, or a 22-ounce Busch Light. all that spicy pie. And buy a chance to win up to $5,000 in the Dragonfire raffle. Tickets are on sale now for $20. You can find them at the Dragonfire Booster Club table or in the main athletic office. The winner will be announced February 8th. All proceeds from this raffle will benefit scholarships. Cleary, quick to the basket. He has 12.
2 dribbles and finish. Fishing with the dribble, getting to the cup. Cleary. Obviously, the Dragons got to do a better job help side.
Baninga. Skating through the lane.
Circus shot there by Baninga. High off the glass into the square and finish. That was fun to watch.
Johnny with 12. This is Cohen. Javier Nicolau, no. Sam, yes, the rebound. Here comes Simon. Trayvon Code in front of his bench. Berg. The soft touch.
Soft touch by Berg. And good patience there by Code, finding Berg inside. Want to reward your big man for running the floor.
The Dragons have matched their largest lead. They led 32-22 at the 7:24 mark of the first half. Collins finds Nicolau for El Dunk.
Is that El?
That's
Is that Spanish?
Well, un dunk.
Okay.
That means a dunk. I don't know what dunk is in Spanish. I didn't broadcast in Spanish. I just tried to get a C. Baninga, the reverse.
Oh, man, he has that extra gear, that extra step tonight. Excellent finish on the scoop reverse by Baninga.
Cleary, and that's going to be a foul as Cleary just got clotheslined. Trayvon Code with the foul. You know, once again, I am a student, maybe not of Spanish lately, but watch this. See, when you get clothesline or you can't do that. I read that in the NCAA rule book one time. If you try to decapitate somebody or clothesline them, that was legal in the NFL back in the 70s, but not in today's basketball game. It used to be legal.
To clothesline?
Clothesline, yes. She used to stick their arms out, Mean Joe Green. Wow. I just dated myself, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Let's see. Steve watched football back in the 70s. He is...
And remembers players.
Like, the Steel Curtain.
I mean, I've heard of them.
Oh, brother. 58-51.
Legendary team.
14:35 remaining, and the ball game as Baninga gets the roll.
Baninga finding his touch tonight. It's fun to see him get going. Dragons lead extended to 9.
Yeah, Johnny has 16. Cleary has 15. Here's Cleary. Oh, he wanted to do the step back instead. Nicolau. He's going to pop. And maybe he shouldn't have. Code gets it away from Cleary. Cleary skates into the bench while Baumgartner executes the reverse layup.
Oh, wow. You talk about the chemistry. Nice find there by Code and amazing finish in transition by Baumgartner.
A whistle, and Simon Sem is going to say, Steve said you're a good official. What are you doing making that call? 13:44 as we watch the Baumgartner finish. 13:44 left to go. The Dragons up by 11.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
Nobody burned down your she shed, Cheryl.
Well, my she shed's on fire.
Your she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
You hear that, Victor? I'm getting a new she shear she shed.
She shear?
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful news.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Dave Eggers at 218-233-1334 today.
Moorhead Public Service offers an incentive program called Bright Energy Solutions to provide rebates to customers who install energy-efficient equipment. Learn more at brightenergysolutions.com/Moorhead. And upload or download the new MSUM Dragons app on iTunes and Google Play. The new app features live stats, media coverage, and our hashtag Fired Up Rewards program. Search MSUM in your app store or visit msumdragons.com/app to download the Dragon app. Alexis Kennedy is behind the Crookston bench.
The last 3 timeouts, the message on this side has just been keep getting stops, and it keeps getting repeated. He mentioned how there have been 20 points in less than 7 minutes. They have to stop the transitions and have to get stops.
Alexis, thank you very much. Minnesota Crookston ball. Harrison Cleary with it. He gets stripped of the ball for just a moment, and apparently some of the students are back for second semester early.
Old saying, do not poke the sleeping bear.
Yeah, here is that sleeping bear from Wisconsin. He just shovels the ball to Collins, and that reverse layup doesn't go, but there's Collins for the putback. I like his energy, number 30. There he is, Collins. He's all over the glass.
I agree. The 6'6" Minneapolis native showing his athleticism.
He started his career at the University of North Dakota. That's Division I. I've heard if you start at Division I, you're a pretty good basketball player.
Is that the rumor?
Can you verify that?
I heard it's a rumor. That's quite the rumor.
Or was that just a long time ago?
That was many, many moons ago.
Park to the free throw line to shoot 2. Collins got whistled for the foul. There's Dan Weiss talking to Harrison Cleary. Harrison's like, yeah, you drop the X's and O's, just get me the ball, and okay, go do what you do, Harrison. Nobody offered this guy a D2 scholarship. Cleary. Dan Weiss said, you know what? I believe we can hang out with you. 63-53. The best part in talking to Dan Weiss earlier today and through the last couple of years is Harrison Cleary is a really good guy. His father, pharmaceutical rep back in the Milwaukee area. Good stuff. I like good guys.
You do. And you give them their
Well,
kudos.
what do? You like bad guys?
Yeah, I love bad guys.
There you go.
That's, no.
Alex, make
you
sure this
you
is
show
on
love
tape.
to the guys that you come across that are good guys, and that's awesome.
Sem with the steal. Cleary with the steal.
Oh, great anticipation.
Park tried to get the steal. Cohen with the finish.
Nice find there by Cohen. Not giving up on the play.
63-55, 12:25 left to go. Ersfeld trying to get the ball to Addy.
Got a size advantage inside.
Is that it? Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Golden Eagles. Chase Knickerbocker will come back in. He played the first 13 ball games last year for Dan Weiss, and then mid-season suffered a knee injury. So Knickerbocker looking for a full season. Ersfeld, the give and go off the inbound.
He is feeling it. Nice rhythm shot there by Ersfeld.
66-55. Collins. The cross spin and lefty.
We just mentioned he played at UND. D1 player.
And yeah, he played for UND and Crookston last year. That is versatility when you can play for 2 colleges in 1 year. Mid-season transfer. Park in the lane.
Nice finish. And you got to appreciate the patience by the Dragons. Obviously, Ersfeld knocking down that last 3, but the Dragons definitely have a size advantage inside.
Cleary.
He might dunk this. Oh.
Instead, he got fouled by Sem. That's Simon's 3rd. So Josh Collins will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Collins' first free throw is a clunker. MSUM is proud to have Sodexo as its dining services partner. Convenience, flexibility, and value are built into each dining plan. Visit mnstate.sodexomyway.com for all meal plan options. And thank you to our proud partner, Sodexo. One more free throw for Josh Collins. 67% free throw shooter. He makes 1 of 2. He's 2 of 4 from the free throw line. The Dragon lead is 10 with 11:11 left to go. Ersfeld tries to capture the baseline, got cut off by Jewell.
They got the matchup they want inside. Oh, quick switch there by the Golden Eagles.
Busman and Jake Johnson back in the ball game for the Dragons. This is Park. Up top, Ersfeld, and now Trayvon Code.
Oh, nice find.
Leaves it for Jake.
Oh. Excellent find, and Johnson ready for that pass. He finished in layup. Yeah, I saw Cleary got slapped in the mouth trying to guard Johnson down low.
Code put on a little bit of inbound pressure on Harrison Cleary. Collins put his head down and got rewarded for it. Josh Collins with 15. Jake Johnson again.
Nice finish.
10:15 left to go. The Dragon lead is 12. This is Cleary. Up top, Knickerbocker for 3. No. Johnson the offensive rebound. The other Johnson for the Dragons, the defensive rebound. Ersfeld from downtown.
Nice rhythm shot by Ersfeld. He has been feeling it all weekend. So Coach Walthall screaming out a play.
The Dragon lead is 15. Cleary takes it upon himself. Ersfeld just left Collins in the dust. Bryce again! No.
He checked by Ersfeld.
Boy,
and you don't blame him.
Almost like a Jordan Reaver moment against Concordia St. Paul here 4 years ago when he dropped 37. Cleary, that's pretty.
Nice soft finish.
19 for Harrison Cleary. 75-64. Couple buckets by the Minnesota Crookston star. Here's Jake Johnson again. Ersfeld thought about it. Tried to get 3 the old-fashioned way. Instead, he'll settle for a trip to the free throw line. On the other side of this timeout, 9:06 left to go. The Dragons looking for the weekend sweep.
It takes a team to bring the story home every day. It takes a leader to build a legacy of trust.
As the only locally owned news station in the region, we're there for you at every turn.
We're your neighbors, telling the stories that matter because your community is our community.
So when you need to reconnect, remember that we're working every day, just like you.
Trying to make a better tomorrow.
WDAY News, the only locally owned news station in the region.
Libby here with another lesson.
Okay, gotta make a list. Pay cable bill, research car insurance rates, get groceries. And my student loan payment is due next week.
You look stressed. If you're worried about money, try riding Mass Bus.
There is a bus stop pretty close to my job. I could give it a try.
Awesome. More conditioner?
Thanks a lot.
He learned his lesson. Join us and take the challenge to ride green.
There are some of the Dragon women, including Megan Hintz, enjoying a postseason feast. And that's also our Gate City Bank My School Spirit card fan camp. As for a Dragon debit card, and they'll make a donation directly to Dragon scholarships. Here is what's at stake for the Dragon men. Northern State is taking on Bemidji. The Dragons trying to stay in sniffing distance of Northern, who leads 36-31 with 109 remaining in the first half. the Dragons in a battle with St. Cloud State in the second spot. And there's Minnesota Crookston just trying to get back to the 500 mark. And those standings were presented by Sodexo and Affinity Plus. That was Bryce Ersfeld's first point from inside the three-point arc.
Man, I tell you what, if you want to give yourself or give your team an opportunity to compete for a championship, your bench putting up 40 points so far from the Dragon bench. That's impressive.
Park and Ersfeld, isn't it?
Yes, you're absolutely on point. 16 points from Park, 15 for Ersfeld, 5 for 7 from behind the arc.
Cleary drew the foul on Busman.
And just like that, he has 21 points. Going for his 22nd point with this three-point opportunity.
You saw Brett see that expression on his face? All right. There's a good look at Cleary. First team All-NSICer last year. And I was thinking about this today, Jared, all right? I'm not suggesting he's the greatest player, right? And you know how much I hate GOAT conversations and stuff like that. I'm just saying facts are facts. The NSIC is different. When you played, there were 8 teams in the league, so you only got 14 NSIC games. Now, Harrison Cleary, if he stays healthy, is going to get 88 NSIC games. There's a possibility that Cleary could exit Minnesota Crookston the all-time leading scorer. He might be the best scorer in the NSIC. Maybe statistically, maybe Brett Beeson before a couple years before your time was unbelievable, including
several years
54.
Before me, but yeah.
Well, he was back in what, 90, 95, 96, put up 54. He was averaging 30-some points per game. So, it's hard when you go, who's a GOAT, right?
Which were the NAIA days, and like you said, fast forward, quite a few of the teams that were D2 when I played and moving forward to Division I now. So, yeah, I get what you're talking about, different eras.
Yeah, you cannot say, well, this guy's a better scorer than that guy. It was a different era. There's now a three-point arc, so you got to dismiss everything before the 80s, honestly,
True.
As there's a review going on right now, and I don't know exactly what it is. It just looked like an and one opportunity for Harrison Cleary, and that's what Doug Vitava and Jeff Coomer's saying. It's hard. Gage Davis just became the all-time NSIC scorer for St. Cloud State. And again, the top 5 were all between 2008 and now, when there's been, in the last 7 or 8 years, there's been 88 NSIC games. If you're healthy, that's a lot of games.
That is.
Whereas how many games did you play in the NSIC? You only played in 28. If you would have had a full career, you would have played in 56. How are you going to compete numerically, statistically, with guys who are playing in 88 games unless you're putting up 50 a game?
That's a great point.
Yeah, that's my only, all I'm saying is, look, this guy's great. There's no doubt about it. Here he goes again. He'll feed Collins. Ersfeld defends. Cohen trying to pick up from where he left off in the first half, and he only has 2 here in the second half. It's a 10-point Dragon lead with 8:12 left to go. Baumgartner up top.
Anytime you got Berg in the game, you definitely want to get him a touch.
Well, he's hanging out in three-point land. Here's Code. Trayvon.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the one-hand shovel.
Oh, big-time finish there by Code. Oh.
Jewel. That was impressive.
Yeah, nifty finish there by Jewel on the reverse.
Jewel with the gem. It's 79-69. 7.5 minutes left to go. Ersfeld looks over. Cleary is now on Britton Busman. There's your touch by Berg. 6 on the shot clock. A whistle and a foul.
And that was a chemistry pass. That pass wouldn't have been made back in November, December. But now with the confidence of Baumgartner throwing that pass inside, Berg going to get it, securing it, and actually able to finish. Obviously the bucket doesn't count, but you like to see that confidence and chemistry out of your team.
So 20 on the shot clock. Trayvon Code with a move.
Razzle dazzle finish there by Trayvon Code.
81-69. Cleary. No. Code the rebound. Here comes a little motion. Is this a tactic just to get some motion going, or are they looking to chisel? Still a ton of time left to go. 10 on the shot clock. High posting is Berg. Baumgartner from deep.
Look at Code go high for the offensive glass. Wow.
Code couldn't finish. Dan Weiss looks on. But if Code's going to do that, then your chances of winning, if you're Dan Weiss, just shrink.
I agree. My old high school coach would say the chances of winning are slim to none, and Slim left last week. So if they continue to allow the Dragons, as we talked about, crashing
that
the
offensive glass. Yeah, there is
be
Dan Weiss.
Tough to beat the Dragons.
You said limit the 3 in the second half. Cleary's gone off for points, but he has the only three-pointer, made three-pointer in the second half. The Dragons have crashed. The Dragons have limited the 3 for Minnesota Crookston. Cleary's getting his points, but there's the bottom line. On the bottom line, the Dragons lead by 14. Cleary finds Cohen for 3.
Oh, great hustle there.
Watch out. Boy, I hope Malcolm Cohen is okay. And he should get a big applause. Boy, did he go flying. There's John Webby, Web King. Steve Lockway,
wow.
Dragon head football coach, cleaning some stuff up.
Yeah, you got to commend the hustle there by the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, the final score there was Malcolm Cohen 1, water coolers nothing. But I'm glad he's okay. 83-69. You know, Gavin Baumgartner laid out last night and Jackie Volkert laid out today. There's nothing about running into full water coolers. 6 minutes left to play. The Dragons are up by 14. Baumgartner just split a double team and got fouled. This one's on Knickerbocker. And this will put Baumgartner on the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, as you mentioned, we talked about the Bullets. Dragons continue to crash the offensive glass, contest those three-pointers, and limit Cleary, which they've done. Obviously, last meeting, you're giving up 37 second-half points by Cleary. He hadn't quite hit that many this second half.
Cleary, double team for a moment. Johnson, Addy Park. He's not going to win any Academy Awards for that job. Johnson with the bucket.
Park definitely tried to sell the call on that play.
I'm going to tell Addy not to quit his day job. Here's Baumgartner. He saw a hole. Couldn't make him pay. Here comes Chase Johnson. Cleary for 3. Got it.
Excellent rhythm 3 there by Cleary. And kudos to Chase Johnson getting the rebound from the 5 position, pushing it and finding Cleary.
Beninga and 1.
Not to be outdone. Nice little hesitation move there by Beninga, cuffing the ball and finishing, going right at Jewell.
So this is Johnny Beninga at the free throw line. Believe it or not, he's the 4th leading scorer on this Dragons squad at 11.6 points per game. It's 88-74 with 5 minutes left to go. Cohen walks. Lucas Pearson caught it And we hit the final media timeout. 4:53 left to go. The Dragons up by 14.
Herbert and Gerberts wants to know, what's your favorite sandwich?
My personal favorite is the Flash. It's got all that meat and that Italian flavor that I can't get enough of.
You know, the first time I was at Herbert and Gerberts, I couldn't decide if I wanted ham or turkey, so I got the Gerf. Got both.
I like the Pompeii because I like chicken salad, but it also has that sweet chili sauce.
Experience Flavor Nation for yourself with the classic, specialty, and signature menus at Herbert and Gerberts with 4 convenient FM locations, 1 in Bismarck and 1 in Grand Forks. Or order online and have it delivered at herbertandgerberts.com.
Update or download to the all-new MSUM Dragons app on iTunes and Google Play. The new app features customized following of only your favorite Dragons teams, incredible in-app live stats and media coverage, and our fired-up rewards program all in one easy-to-use app. Update your Dragons app, search MSUM in your app store, or visit msumdragons.com/app to download the new MSUM Dragons app today.
All right, Jared, let's take a look at our assist of the game. This is Bryce Ersfeld, and oh, what a lead for Jake Johnson. Pretty stuff. That's our assist of the game presented by State Farm. What do you have?
Cleary with 25.6 assists, but again, not a 47-point effort. And again, we talked about containing or limiting him. So far, great job by the Dragons. The bench, I mean, just phenomenal job. 42 points. By the Dragon bench. I am very impressed by their effort tonight.
88-74, Simon Sem. Ersfeld. And that motion we were just talking about, this stuff. Johnny. Uh-oh. Maybe Chad Walthall didn't want that. Here comes Collins. And one as Baumgartner was out of position.
Another Euro step finish.
I want to see this again, this Euro stuff.
Stride, 1, 2.
Euro.
Two steps.
What makes that 1, 2?
Yeah.
I can't. Uno, dos. But what made that Euro?
What makes it a Euro step is the misdirection. It's not a traditional 1-2 step going toward the basket. You step one way, and you almost step diagonally, if you will, to finish.
Watch you say Collins with the diagonal step finish.
Because it was first found cool in Europe. European players brought it here, and so we give them credit for the Euro step, if you will, Steve.
Okay. I'm buying what you're throwing down, I think. Sounds good as of right now. I'm going to go research it later on tonight.
Please do. Please do. You may educate me on some few things on that note.
The Euro step.
The Euro step.
Okay. Ersfeld.
Crookston picking up full court here, trying to change the pace of this game. Dragons handle the pressure.
Sem. And an offensive foul. Jeff Coombe getting Simon Sem. It's those little fouls which drive that guy nuts, right? It's just those little fundamental things, and now it's a turnover. Maybe it's 10 more seconds chawed off the clock. It's an attempt to make this a 13-point game. There goes Cleary again.
28 now for Cleary. We know he can heat up. The Golden Eagles pick up full court. Stay with this pressure. Looking to trap.
20 in the second half for Cleary. Ersfeld. Hands off to Sem. He couldn't finish. And a foul.
And again, another offensive rebound there by Ersfeld.
I think those are what's driving Dan Weiss nuts.
Gotta be.
Right?
Gotta be. Those are effort plays.
The Dragons have 9 offensive rebounds. Check that. 10 offensive rebounds. Chase Knickerbocker will check back in for Collins.
And before we went to break, 15 second chance points for the Dragons as well. So, I mean, you start looking at the lead, you're up 10, or if you're the Golden Eagles down 11, those definitely come into and start to factor in.
Second chance points, Dragon bench play, probably the difference in this ball game.
I would agree with you there.
90-79, still not over yet. This guy's slip sliding all over the place. Knickerbocker for three, no. Park the rebound.
Yeah, Knickerbocker hadn't been able to knock down those open threes. And you got to give Cleary credit. He's not forcing shots. You know, he's finding teammates. That would have been an opportunity for another assist, but not able to knock down that shot.
Here's Ersfeld up top, Baumgartner. Gavin.
Oh, nice find.
To Park.
Gavin getting it done.
Foul on Knickerbocker.
Again, this is a redshirt freshman, so we get an opportunity to get 3 more years of this. I mean, great finding Park, court awareness, drawing the defense and kicking, and then another offensive rebound.
Now I'd like to know, and I don't know if I'm gonna actually find out, Jared, but how much of this is what you brought up earlier tonight? A battle royale last night in Aberdeen, 2-hour and 45-minute bus ride home. As you look at our coaches cam presented by BSN Sports, MSUM's Nike and Under Armour partner is BSN. How much of these second opportunities are the Dragons have just a little bit more gas in the tank?
Hey, to have a travel partner in Northern State, to know that you're going to be in an absolute dogfight before you come in.
Yes.
I mean, it definitely.
And then a
helps.
long ride.
And then a long ride, absolutely. Absolutely, Steve. So, yeah, it definitely helps. Those little things help the Dragons' cause.
And if people say, bus ride, you know, they're these big coach. It's true, but, you know, I'm on those buses, and it's seeing guys get off the bus after maybe napping and they're just beaten down the night before as a whistle and a foul. Baumgartner is, oh, no, they're going to call a foul going the other way. But I'm saying those are tired guys that get off the bus, and then they got to re-energize for that second night.
I agree. It's not like you're riding on the yellow cheese bus. I mean, you are driving on some comfy coach bus rides. But, again, you're on the road for hours. You know, you're nodding off, trying to mentally and emotionally and physically prepare for the game ahead.
Park got a rebound after Nicolau couldn't score. As Cleary trying to foul Ersfeld. Ersfeld goes around 2 different guys and then gets clubbed down to the ground.
Tell you what, again, we're watching these young players grow up. Ersfeld, you know, handling the pressure, dribbling through defenders, attacking the basket, drawing the foul. Didn't see this type of aggression out of Ersfeld early on in the season. Definitely has found a comfort level this weekend.
I can't put the whammy on him like I did last night. Remember last night? With couple seconds left, he missed.
Yeah, at that point, he was 22 for 22. Did you mention that?
Yeah. Here's Cleary.
A great help side by Baumgartner.
This is Cohen for 3 now. Rebound tipped up by Collins. Cleary wants it. Ball's whacked away by Park. You can see the fatigue on Josh Collins' face. He's right in front of us. We didn't get it on camera, but number 30 looks like this guy right here. Watch the look on his face afterward, like, jeez.
Yeah.
This is tough stuff.
Yeah. And you know he had a dogfight down in Aberdeen last night.
Absolutely. Remember, Minnesota Crookston playing without the services of Gable Smith. 95-83. It's a 12-point game with 1:12 left to go. Beninga going to bring it out and chew some more clock.
Love that decision and maturity by Beninga. As you mentioned, chew the clock, force the Golden Eagles to foul.
And once again, they foul Ersfeld. Ersfeld, 28 of 29 from the free throw line this season. So looking more and more like the Dragons are going to get that split. It used to be all sweeps, or mostly sweeps, back in the day. As Ersfeld hits a couple from the free throw line. 1 minute left to go. The Dragons up by 14. This is Cleary from downtown. No. Benenga the rebound. And he's going to play cat and mouse. Ersfeld across midcourt. Code. The challenge. The putback. Yes. 99-83. Jewell with the finish. Cleary nearly came up with the steal. He ends up in the third row.
Another high-scoring affair for the Dragons. I am impressed. When they're clicking on all cylinders, man, they can really put the ball in the basket.
Benenga will come across midcourt. Theoretically, they have to shoot. Well, not theoretically. They don't have to shoot. They don't have to do anything. The difference between the shot clock and the game clock is about 6 or 7 seconds. It's a quality victory for the Dragons. Against Minnesota Crookston, it was one that you didn't want to miss. These days, it's a quality win. Code with an exclamation point. This is Jewell from long distance. It's good. And that's going to do it. The Dragons win it. 101-88. I asked you if you were buying into this Dragon women's squad. Are you buying into this Dragon men's squad?
Again, I bought in almost 20 years ago, Steve, but again, a great performance team-wise by the Dragons. I mean, just a phenomenal job getting it done. 101 points. Getting the ball, putting the ball in the basket, knocking down threes, dominating the offensive board. I mean, I'm just impressed with how the Dragons crashed the boards, able to capitalize, getting second chance opportunities.
It was a bitter loss against Minnesota Crookston a couple weeks ago, but the Dragons get a win here tonight. Alexis Kennedy is with Bryce Ersfeld.
Bryce, going into halftime, pretty close with them. What was said to adjust and push ahead in the second?
Basically, we just had to be tougher. They were kind of punking us a little bit, and we just had to get a little bit of a chip on our shoulder and get some toughness in the second half.
A great weekend sweep. Now, what happens this next week to prepare for next weekend?
For anyone who watches this league, you know it's just back to work. We'll have tomorrow for the day off, rest on Sunday, and then back to work on Monday. You know, no days off here, no days off.
Great job today. Jared.
All right, Alexis, thank you very much. The Dragons win 101-88. This thing was tied, 42-42 at the half, and then this happened. Let's take a look at our second half highlights. Here we go. Josh Collins inside, that's Javier Nicolau, and that's a high percentage shot. That is not Gavin Baumgartner with some improvisation, and then underneath, Darren Beacon with some improvisation for Minnesota Crookston, and then here's Harrison Cleary. Nearly threw the ball away, and Malcolm Cohen, it was Malcolm in the middle of that, and he'll finish. But Bryce Ersfeld off the bench, bombing away at threes. He would hit from the free throw line at the end. Harrison Cleary would finish this game with 27 points. He is all that, but you know what? Johnny Benenga had a good night as well. There's Trayvon Code putting the exclamation point on this victory, 101-88, Jared. What stood out statistically to you?
Man, 48 bench points by the Dragons. Tremendous job coming in with that energy and effort. 20 second chance points. Just a phenomenal job by the Dragons on the second chance points.
All right, let's take a look at our electrifying play of the game, presented by Moorhead Public Service. Like I mentioned, Jared, there are a lot to choose from. The Dragons put up 59 second half points. Here's Johnny Benenga, and he's going to go, you know what, Gavin? I want to see you do some more of that improvisation. That was pretty. That was also our State Farm assist. That's our electrifying play of the game, presented by Morehead Public Service, to remind you to save energy and cut down on your water bill. Take a shower instead of a bath. For more energy-saving tips, log on to brightenergysolutions.com. Saving energy, saving money. As far as our newsmaker of the game, I think this could go a lot of ways. You can go Harrison Cleary. You can go Bryce Ersfeld. But we're going to go off the board. Our guy, Jake Johnson.
Jake Johnson in the right place in the right time, often tonight, finishing at point-blank range.
Jake Johnson is 4 for 4 performance, 6 quality minutes. That's what they've been asking Jake lately, and that's why the Dragons are on this winning streak. He's our newsmaker of the game, presented by presented by the Forum of Fargo Moorhead. Call 241-5445 today to get the Forum of Fargo Moorhead delivered tomorrow. One more time, Steve DeStacio, Jared Bledsoe. The Dragon women win earlier tonight. The men win here tonight. They play Wayne State next Friday at 5:30, do the women. The men at 7:30, Augustana next Saturday here in town. You can watch those games next weekend on WDAY Extra. Now we'll come over to us. Jared, your final thoughts here this evening.
Great job by both the men and women getting it done, 2-0 on both ends. Just fun basketball to watch.
You look at the NSIC standings. The women are on top with a perfect record. The men have the longest winning streak in the NSIC. So the Dragons are the hottest team in the NSIC on both the women and the men's side. All right, partner, we'll do this again next weekend.
Looking forward to it.
All right, that's going to do it for our presentation of Dragons basketball here on WDAY Extra. Our producer has been John Webking, directed by Alex Nelson for our entire spectacular staff, and Alexis Kennedy and Jared Bledsoe. Steve DeStacio saying so long from Alex Nemzik Hall. The Dragon women won earlier tonight. The Dragon men beat Minnesota Crookston's men 101-88.